Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and let's get ready for EJ Boxing Live.
How you doing, fight fans? EJ Boxing Live here, man. So so the press conference in just gone down in New York, and so the one in Saudi Arabia just gone down as well. And now we just find out that the UK prices always been 1995 have gone up. They've gone up, man. Yeah. You know, I can't even believe it. Let me check my sound as right now. Yeah, right. I can't believe the price has gone up. Right, the price in UK for the first time. Actually, they went up with Mayweather. Actually, they went up slightly with Mayweather. Right, I think it was like 25. But now they want us to pay. Let me just change this. I gotta change some details. Now they want us to pay like nearly bloody £50. Is it for Andy Ruiz and Joshua in the rematch? This is a prequel to see if people are gonna pay for it, right? For Joshua Wilder. You know what I mean? If it was Joshua Wilder, you know what I'd consider £50 on your normal Sky bill. Come on, man, that's crazy. Everyone knows the UK have been keeping it fair. You know what I mean? Like they've been keeping it like 1995 for the longest. Well, that's the I remember anyway. Maybe it was like 21, something like that. So they might have bumped it up slightly. But now, no, man, they're taking it. They're taking libs. If this is fact, yeah, this is what I'm hearing anyway. I thought I'd just do a video on it, but like, yeah, this is crazy, bro. Like, real, like, I'm shocked. I'm shocked, man. I don't mind paying for the pay-per-view, but boy, that's a lot of money, man. That's really a lot of money. Can't believe they put the money up like that. Eddie Hearn is just deep, like, but you know what the thing is, yeah. You know, I just it's serious, bro. Like people happy they got the zone because the zone's cheaper, but I just don't understand it why they would pull it up. Like I don't know if this is official anyway, right? But that's what's being said anyway. So they put it up to nearly probably 49.95. Not even 95. That's 49. That's what I'm hearing. So I'm not happy with it. Innit? I'm not. I want to know what other people think. I remember when Box Nation first came on the scene and they were charging. What was it? I believe they started £10 or something like that. Was it £10? Yeah, £10. And I was like, yo, was it £10? And I was complaining like it's a bit too much, right? Because you had all the other Sky utility bills you're paying for, and then you had to pay a top one and that. And then when you went to the website, you had to go. You have to go over. But I guess it's from Saudi Arabia. But they're making so much money in Saudi Arabia. Maybe I don't know why they're gonna charge. Why they're charging so much, Um, Now the UK is starting to experience what American people experience. You know what I mean? Like you guys in the States, you guys be paying $80, $60, Mayweather and Pacquiao $100. So I guess we look like we're feeling the same thing. It looks like we're feeling the same thing that you've been going through for the longest. And I kind of want to hear from people from the UK, and I kind of want to hear from people in America how they feel about. Well, people in America they're gonna say, yeah, man, finally, the UK. Cause we was like over here. Max was paying was like I said, 1995. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't good, man. There may be trouble ahead. This is low, bro. Can't believe it. Seriously, like I'm just like, okay, another pay-per-view gonna think maybe the pay-per-view numbers have gone down. Maybe the pay-per-view numbers from the last Joshua fight has gone down. Maybe the pay-per-view in general has gone down. But why are you gonna go £50? Like, I need official confirmation though, still, because this I just saw it on Twitter if this is true, and the sources as well is like but I thought I'd cover it, But what we got in the chat? Damn, yeah, these prices, yeah. Yo, what's up, SSB28? Yeah, man. Yo, EJ Box, what's up, Tony? Yeah, man. So this, I'm telling you, man, it's just these things just catch people off guard. Like you don't mind supporting, but bruh, hey, listen, when you're used to something in the UK, you can't be putting all of a sudden put it up. I need official. I need more official confirmation. So, let me see let me show you where I got my sources from, because when I saw it, like, who's this JB? Let me see. Let me see where he got it from. Here. Let me see this here. So I got it from this guy JB. I know where he got it from. I'm gonna Yeah, I'll share the screen. I'll share the screen so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Right? So I just see it from here, but I don't know if this is authentic. You know what I mean? But we'll go with it. Okay, let me share the screen so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Liberty, bro. So bloody Liberty, Eddie. What you playing at, Eddie? Where you playing? We're used to our prices, man. We're used to our prices. I'm gonna share the screen. Anyone know a stream? Listen, I'm sure we're looking for stream. Yo, what's up, H Money? Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. The prices have gone up. I'm gonna share the screen so you guys can see what I'm talking about. All right. 1 second. I'll share the screen. So share the screen. All right. Where's this guy? Twitter. Oh yeah, there it is. There it is. Cool. All right. So you should be seeing what I'm seeing right now. All right. So this guy here, obviously he's swearing. I didn't want to put that in the thing. I can't just believe it. I can't effing believe it. Yeah. This is 49. Yeah. Taking. Yeah. Going to the US pay-per-view is dead. Yeah, man. It's all about the zone, but we ain't got the zone over here. We got Sky. We ain't got the zone, and then putting this price up. Yeah, in the UK. Yeah. But I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not happy with it. I definitely not happy with it. You know what I mean? Over here, we yeah, man. That's apparently. Let me see. Let me go to Sky Sports. I'll retweet this guy. I'm gonna ask this guy where you get that information from. Yeah, let me ask him where he got it from. Let me go into his thing, man. 'Cause he might be jiving, right? But I thought, like, when I saw it, I was like, "Yo, what's this guy talking about, man?" Let me see what this guy got. See this guy. All right, I don't even know this guy. Is he exclusive? He's got a couple decent amount of followers. Yeah, I don't know this guy. Let me go Skies, man. Let me go Sky and see what Sky's saying. Because on Sky, they're the ones, man. Sky Sports Boxing. Let me see what they're saying. Let me shift around and see what's going on here. Where they saying the prices have gone up, son? December. Yeah, yeah. I ain't seen nothing. I don't know where you're getting it from. Let me see. Go Eddie Hunt. So this is unofficial, right? I'll leave it as unofficial, right? I'll leave that as unofficial. So I don't know if that's actually true. You know what I mean? I'll leave it as unofficial. But if it is true, I'm reporting in it. Right? If it is true, I'm not happy. Like to be fair, I do live stream it though. I do like, you know what I mean. But I would support this one. I usually support AJ. You know, it's a rematch fight. It's a big fight. Christmas. To be fair, Christmas around Christmas, just before Christmas. Come on, man. And the price has gone up. Yo, that's on top of your normal Sky bill. Shit, man. Come on, man. Let's go, champ. So you know, it's funny, right? Nesta Gibbs was looking for the security guard who threw water in him. Nesta said he was waiting for him in the morning. This guy here, they were looking for this guy near, didn't it? There's Benga, AJ, is KD. They thought this guy was. They were looking for the security guard, the tall one. They were gonna do. Ned said he was looking for him to do something. I don't know. Said he was looking for him all morning. I was listening to Ned's podcast because you know that's the guy who threw water in him. So I ain't seen nothing from I ain't seen nothing from Eddie Hearn about the price, you know, so far. But it's unofficial. You know, I'll even title it unofficial until it becomes official. You know what I mean? If it becomes official, I hope not. Hope it's still 29.95 or the maximum 20. What's it? 20.25. That's it. No more than that. Don't try it, Eddie. I'm not even on it. I'm not feeling that if that's the case. You know what I mean? Let me see you guys in the chat, like if this is true. So I haven't seen any other information apart from my guy putting it up there where he got it from. You know what I mean? Hey, you know what? It could be fake news, right? But it shocked me out my seat. I'll tell you that for free. So I don't know where he got it from. And see that guy replied to me yet. You know what I mean? If he replies to me, let's see what's going on. So I ain't seen where they said the prices are going up for the clash yet. You know what I mean? So actually, let me go check my Skype thing because they might have the event in it. So share screen. Oh, you can't see anything. Okay, you couldn't see anything. I think you could have. Share the screen. Nah, I was just there showing it. Oh, no, I won't do it again. Twitter. Mm. Or maybe you didn't see anything actually. My bad. All the while I was doing it. My bad, my bad. If you couldn't see it, then it doesn't matter. I thought you could see it. I thought you could see what I was talking about. Never mind. All right. So anyway, I'm not too happy anyway. What were we saying in the chat anyway? Oh, it's a black screen. Yeah, yeah. That's what H Money said. Honestly, I think Sky executives might have changed the prices. Not Eddie. Yeah, you think so? Yeah, whoever's changing it. Yeah, what's up, Mr. Boxing today? What's going on, bro? Like, in it. If the screen was black, I didn't know it was the black man. Yeah, that's what apparently going on. I think. Yeah, listen, the zone is not for everyone. We haven't got the zone over here. You know what I mean, let me check on my 1 second. I'm gonna check on my Sky viewership to see if that's true. Because usually what happens is that I can tell if it's gone up, man. Like, bullshit, bro. Like, trying to charge people extra money more than people got, unless Trump is putting a fight on an undercard. Exactly. All right, let me see the box office. See the Sky box office. Nah, they got the Khabib fight on BT Sports, but they ain't got. They haven't officially got it up, so I think you know what? I think it's just unofficial. It might be fake news, man, because they ain't seen it yet. The tariffs ain't even gone up yet. You know what I mean? So, but I don't know. He might have some. He might have some. He might have some information that I don't know. You watching the zone fight on Sky? Nah, what they do? Sky broadcast it. Sky broadcast it over here in the UK, but the UK prices are set at a certain amount because we pay for movies, we pay for sports and all that other stuff. Yeah, you know what I mean. So to put it up to that much is just like you're trying to kill people, break the bank. You know what I mean? So some people are already paying like over £100, yeah, for their Sky viewership already each month. £100. So that's like 150 near Christmas time. Come on, man. I mean, people love boxing, but bloody hell, mate. Whew. Yeah. So I'll leave it as unofficial. I'll leave it as unofficial. I tried to share the screen though, but it didn't. For some reason, it wasn't sharing it. So um, other than that, yeah, you said a black screen. Yeah, Neil yeah, that Neil threatened Nez in it. Yeah, to kill the dudes like the Nez. Yeah, Nez was. Yeah, Nez said he was looking for him. I was like, Nez said he was looking for him over there. He's like, yo, I was waiting for him the whole morning. Whole morning. I was like, even if you're waiting for Nez, what exactly are you gonna do? Like, what exactly are you gonna do to Neil? Like, you didn't do nothing that day. I don't think you're gonna do nothing if you saw him anyway. You know what I mean? Like, even I saw some guy on another chat. He was saying, "Yo, is that dude from Finn? That's the dude who squirted water on the kid." I was like, "Yo, but no one did nothing, bro. You were talking like, you know what I mean? Like, what exactly you think you're gonna do in a media press conference next? Like, if you was waiting for him, like, what exactly do you think he was gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Like, Neil is 7 foot. You understand what I'm saying? She's 7 foot. Yeah, he knows how to fight and stuff like that. He's a security guard. Yeah, he asked Nez to stop asking questions. Nez continued to ask questions. You know what I mean? Then Nez was being rude to him, and a guy squirt water at him. You know what I mean? I'm not saying no one should do that, but you have to be respectful. In the UK, when the security guard says last question, that's trust me, that's the last question. Ain't no one trying to overstep the boundaries. Nez overstepped the boundaries and kept on going on. A verbal altercation got into it, and then the guy squirted water on him. And like, listen, shit was crazy. And the funny thing about it, like, he went over there trying to blame Eddie Hearn. And I was like, yo, Eddie Hearn never squirted no water on you. The guy squirted water on you is right there. Like I mean, and he like to be fair, he walked off. What they say? They saying Javante Davis and Javante Davis and Euros Gamboa is confirmed. We confirmed that. Yeah, they're saying Davis and Gamboa is going. Yeah, I don't know about that. That's cool if I hear Davis, Euros Gamboa versus Tank Davis. That's a good fight, man. I think Tank beats him though right now. I don't think Gamboa's the same guy. You know what I mean? If they fight, so I don't really like Gamboa's chances, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be a good step up for him. I would have liked Gamboa versus bloody Lomachenko. I would have loved to see that fight. I would have liked to see that fight. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's people were looking for this. Let me see if I can share the screen, man. Let me see if I can share the screen out here. Yo, Mr. Boxing today. Yo, Mr. Boxing today. You can jump in if you want, man. You can jump in. Let me put the chat. Give me the link, yo. Don't jump in. I missed the zone himself. You know what I mean? Let me give you a link in it. I'll put a link in the chat, guys. Let me see. Mr. The Zone, H Money, and you got Hamid as well. So everyone's come out. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. So we're talking about the UK prices going up. So there's the link in the chat. Yo, whoever coming in, come in respectfully. Also, yeah, when you come in here, there's a little button near your picture where your camera. If you press that, you can put your picture on your thing. Yeah. Are you going to the press conference tomorrow? That is the big question. Nah, I ain't going. I don't go to the press conference or matchroom for a while. I'm not really looking to go to none of them because it's a lot of arse licking. It's a lot of like they don't treat digital media respectfully, bro. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Like a few of them, like IFL and that they get their thing, but they don't really treat people, in my opinion, how people need to be treated. You know what I mean? We're part of the media. They kind of treat people, in my opinion, digital media disrespectfully. And I can cover the sport, the way I'll be doing it, interviews online. I don't mind interviewing people in comfortable setups where you feel respected, but when you go there's like a dog race and people are looking to cut people's necks to get interviews and stuff like that. And you know what I mean? And they ain't like most of the dudes you see interviewing, they're not like me, yeah, who built himself on YouTube and who me personally, like, you know what I mean? Well, not really personally, but you're used to me. Right, so when you see me out there in the press conference, like, yo, EJ's out there, it's like, yo, that's cool, bro. Now, you know what I'm saying? You can feel, obviously, for me being on YouTube to see me out on the thing, that's great, right? But sometimes the people there, they don't know that, and they treat certain people in a certain way, man. You know what I mean? And it ain't and to be fair, I've been doing it for a while, and like it ain't fun no more, man. It ain't fun. You know what I mean? They put restrictions on, so they make it to me disrespectful. There was emails out from Matchroom saying small media and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And I didn't really find that. I found, and that carried on for a while. They've been disrespectful in their emails, um, in relation to digital media and stuff like that. When I had to apply for certain media credentials, they said no. When I hooked up with the Boxing Voice, then I got in. But even then, it was still kind of shaky. It was still kind of funny, and I just, you know what I mean? I don't really feel like being around them people. But I will eventually. But for this one, nah, it's the same kind of hoopla. Remember, I was covering AnthonyJoshua back in the days, yeah, when matching first came on from 2013, and I've been Triple G press conference, Triple G versus Kell Brook. I've been to AJ Martin, AJ, what's his name again? I think it was Melina, Brazil. You know what I'm saying? I covered all them early days there. Povetkin, I was there for the Povetkin one, so you know what I mean? Like, it's just another fight. I think Wilder fight, I think I'll probably break my neck to get to the Wilder fight. If the Wilder fight was announced, I'd have to go. that would make me go, you know what I'm saying? Or the Wilder Fury, AJ Fury, AJ Wilder, I think I'd break. But this one, it's like, you know what I mean? It's okay. It is not. Ruiz is a cool dude, man. It's not nothing like that. It's just like, AJ was supposed to win, you know what I mean? He was supposed to win, Hey, Mr. Boxing today, you can jump in. Once AJ gets hit, yeah, he'll revolt to fighting back. Yeah, I don't know about that, Mr. Boxing today. You know what I mean? Like AJ get hit. Don't be surprised though. Look, man. I'm gonna tell you something, right? And if AJ is there training and he's doing like 40 rounds, like not 40 rounds, if he's doing over 100 rounds sparring, then I think he should be all right. Not one day, but consistently in training, like a multiple up. Like I think his conditioning and stuff like that, stamina and all that stuff will bring in. A lot of times when people get down because they're chin, because it's about the sparring and who they brought in to spar them. You know what I mean? So I think AJ is gonna be more well prepared for this fight, and I think he'll do well. From a parody account, EJ, you got Punch Ed. Who's that? Who are you talking about? Have I got a parody account? Oh, from a parody account, EJ, you got Pump Ed. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Hamid? Have I got a parody account? Shit, I know my cousin's got the same name as me, so I don't know. Anyways, yeah. Yeah, man. So listen, we'll have to see. You know what I mean? We'll have to see. But the reason I mention this is because the prices, man. The prices, they ain't good, man. Oh, okay. We're 22. We're seeing it. Like, look, man. Oh, busy. Yeah, look. We have to find out, Hamid, man. Look, the fight for me, the fight, AJ and Wilder can still happen. Like, AJ needs to get past this fight and let that fight happen, innit? Or the belt's gonna go either way. Wilder needs to have the fight, either Ruiz or AJ. That needs to happen, innit? The winner of this fight should fight Wilder. Wilder should just chill. I don't think Wilder needs to do anything. Fight Fury. He don't need to fight no Fury. He don't need to fight bloody Ortiz. He needs to chill. If anything, if I was Wilder, I'd come to the bloody press conference and say, "Yo, I want the winner out of this fight, and let's make it happen." That's what I would. I'd call to Saudi Arabia, and like that's it, man. Let's get this on. Like I mean, that fight is still viable, man. It's still viable, in my opinion. It's still happening now. Going back to that, now if Wilder and AJ was happening, I think I would pay the 54. You know what I mean? I would pay 54. I don't know why I put 59. You know, 54. I need to change the prices. 54.95. All right. I think I would pay it then. I think I would pay the. I think I would pay the price. I don't know why I put 54. Yeah, I think I would pay the price. Let me change the details in it. 54.95. I think how it is 95. What am I talking about? I'm looking at the American one. I'm looking at the American thing. Yeah, I think I would pay that. I think I would pay that. I think I would pay the price. You know what I mean? I think it'd be worth it then. You know. We've said that. We've said in the chat here, right? So anyway, what do you guys think of the New York press conference? You know what I mean? It's more or less let's go, champ. AJ getting motivation from Shannon Briggs. That's a good look, though. You know what I mean? But hey, Shannon Briggs, how come you didn't give Ruiz? He's your fellow American, my fellow American. How come you didn't give him D Block? Hammond, what are you being rude for? Why are you saying that about D Block for? D Block's cool people, man. Don't say that about D Block, Hammond. You're being rude. D Block's cool people. Yo, D Block, if you want to jump in, you're welcome as well. Hammond, you're welcome to jump in as well. Yeah, on you two arguing now. SSB 28, you're welcome to jump in. You guys can jump in if you want, man. Let's press the link, jump in, and we see what's popping. You know what I mean? Right? Shannon Briggs, yeah, he should be supporting. Shannon will not go away. Yeah, Shannon Briggs is cool. Shannon Briggs is still sniffing whatever he's sniffing. You know what I mean? The man's like, have you seen Lord of the Rings? Smeagol. You see Smeagol from Lord of the Rings? The Ring, my precious. That's Shannon Briggs. You know what I mean, my precious? Smeagol. That's Shannon Briggs. He will not leave the belt alone, bro. Anywhere where the belt is, that's where Shannon Briggs are. Wherever the championship is, that's where he is. If Klitschko's got the belt, that's where he is. If AJ's got the belt or thingy Ruiz, that's where he's at. He should be supporting Ruiz, right? That's interesting. Shannon Briggs in his freak, yeah. You think he would be able to beat Ruiz if they're a fight? I don't think so, man. That Ruiz is pretty tough, bro. In their primes, Ruiz is turning out to be a tough cookie. We don't worry about prices over here. We stream. Yeah, we do. We do. And I am, because I don't mind paying sometimes, you know what I mean? Supporting the brother. Lions in the camp yard will return. Yo, D-Block, you see my interview with Tunde? Y'all can check my interview out. Check my interview out with Tunde, D-Block, yeah? You'll enjoy it. It's like an hour and a half exclusive. Tunde, in fact, ain't even talking to most people, but he talked to me for an hour and a half. So if you guys ain't see it, make sure you check down and you see Lions in the camp. You see an exclusive Tunde Ajayi interview. Yeah, check it out, man. Oh, you saw it? Oh, cool. Yeah, man. Give it a thumbs up. Leave a little comment. You know what I'm saying? D-Block, and yeah, see what's up, man. And Mr. Boxing today, he what's Mr. Boxing today saying? I ain't seen Mr. Boxing today for us. He a cool dude, man. He love the heavyweights. What's Mr. Boxing say? I'm excited for the rematch. Yeah, of course, to see how. Actually, you know what? Let me put it on the chat. There you go. There you go. There you go. I'm excited for the rematch. Curious to see how AJ will deal with Ruiz pressure boxing this time. I think Ruiz will try to force a pace, fighting on the back foot. Isn't AJ bread and butter? Yeah, isn't AJ's bread and butter? Good point. That's a good point, man. Mr. Boxer today. Mr. Boxer today knows he's boxing. Don't mess around, Mr. Boxer today, bro. Once AJ gets hit, he'll revert to fighting back, yeah, and open up, yeah, obviously, yeah, which will Ruiz real opportunity to catch him, slip him, and counter. Cool, yeah, that could be a possibility. You know what I mean? That could be a possibility. All that, all that, all that. Let me flash all your comments, man. Flash all the comments. Good thing about this thing, you can you know what I mean, you can show the comments on the screen. So yeah, man, that's what Shannon Briggs, yeah. Tony Ben, man, what's up? Yeah, that's the thing, yeah. Like you never know, right, when this boxing thing. But all I know is this: the press conference are what the press conference are. Ruiz is not really a big talker. You know what I mean? Like he's not really a big talker. He don't really say too much. AJ tries to keep it PC friendly. The only one he never did was when he was doing the big baby one. They were swearing a lot in that one, bro. That's just like that was uncharacteristic for AJ. But man was saying stuff about his mom's there, so I guess that'll get anyone tight. But I don't know, man. You know, sometimes you have to hold it, yeah, and hold it, and you know what I mean. Eddie and Sky got some difficult questions here tomorrow. Yeah, yeah, they have. If I was getting there tomorrow, I'd have put it. Oh, Eddie, what's this? But you know, Eddie slip and slide, man. You know what I'm saying? Press conference tomorrow, Ruiz in England. You know, funny thing about it, when the press conference AJ was in no one came. Like Ruiz never came to England. You know what I mean? All everything was built in New York to build AJ. I don't even think did they. I don't know. Maybe did they have their press conference? Actually, they probably did. They probably did have their press conference, but it wasn't really highly covered because AJ was supposed to fight Big Baby done for drugs and all that, and it was all talk about that. Who's AJ gonna fight next? And people thought, yeah, he can fight Wilder now, and for every reason, man, what that fight never happened, man. Okay, we're saying about Briggs. Briggs did shout out El Chapo. Oh, did he? Okay, when Ruiz was talking, yeah. Shannon did show a little props to Ruiz. A little, yeah. He showed a little, but he's more in. Yeah, yeah. He showed a little. Mr. Boxing Day, you jumping in or what, man? You ain't debuted on my channel. You haven't debuted on my channel. You guys are ducking me like Mr. The Zone says. Mr. H Money. You guys are ducking me. Press the link, jump in, man. Let me see what you have to say about the press conference, Mr. Boxer Day. I haven't had you over here before, man. So you know what I mean. You're welcome, and you know what I mean. I see your stuff for a while, and yeah, man. Maybe you give me a big up some time ago as well. So if you want to jump in, that's fine. If not, that's cool, right? But what I'm saying is this, yeah. I hope the prices hasn't gone up. I do. The press conference in London is going to be more of the same. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's open to the public, if it's going to be just another generic thing. Like, there's nothing really being said to anything. Everyone's trying to read into the stairs. They kind of like each other in words of like AJ, you know what I mean? When they fighting, they trying to be. It's not like the olden days where there's some bit. AJ kind of brings in the energy of like, you know what I mean? Respect for give respect to my opponent. But sometimes, yeah, in my opinion, people like a bit of edge. They like edgy. They like to be sitting on their seat because it gives the anticipation that there's a war. But it's in December. What we in? We're in September, November, December. So we're months out. So you know what I mean? There's a lot of training. There's a lot of rearrangement. Al Heyman's gonna have to break the bank. He has to literally break the bank to set up the camp, bring over the sparring partners, make sure the water, housing, drink, all that shit has to be done. The thing is, when the first press conference in Saudi Arabia, that overnight, that you see where Ruiz went, they probably put him and said, listen, when we come back to Saudi Arabia, this is where we're gonna be staying, this is where the camp gonna be, you know what I mean? And this, that, the other, and the third. And AJ as well, like, look, while we're over here, we're setting up camps here over New York. They probably like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe they have a training camp in New York, and then go to Dubai, or maybe not. Dubai is closest from England. It's actually So yeah, so I'm sure there's a lot of arrangement to do to get things going on. You know what I'm saying? So I think after these press conferences, I think that's gonna start. I think a week off and then they straight into it, bro. Or they started already. AJ look like AJ's always in good shape, man. He's always in good shape. You know what I mean? He ain't going training camp to get in shape no more. He's already in shape. You know what I mean? It's more to do with the tactics and the right sparring partners. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, who you want to bring in? Who would you bring AJ bring in? I think, yo, bro, if you're bringing sparring partners in, I think I've been perfecting it. Is that Fox? Yo, what's up, Fox? I ain't seen Fox for a minute, bro. Fox, man. Fox strikes back. I ain't seen it for time, bro. I ain't seen Fox for ages, bro. What's going on, bro? We should Mr. Fox. I remember years ago you saying the zone, you saying PVC going dead. You didn't rate PVC for the longest, bro. You still on that, Fox? You still hating on the PVC? Ruiz is at all. Ruiz at all with the Snickers. Yeah, been on and off. Okay. Yeah. Fox was hating on the PVC back then, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's still here, son, and they still popping. They got a PVC. They got a PVC heavyweight champion right now, bro. Like, you know what I mean? They popping. Like, dudes be laughing. Like, they be hating on. Yo, Fox, man. Yeah, see, the thing is, in this boxing game, yeah, like, I've been around for a minute. Hating on anything is never gonna be good for you. Mr. Boxing Day. I can do a boxing epic, yeah. How journey Ruiz, box Ruiz, yeah. I can only think of keeping at the end of his jab box forward. Yeah. Nah, but he can do that. But when he does that, yeah, he just needs to know how to tie up. So everyone knows that he needs to keep him at the end, but ultimately Ruiz is gonna close the gap, yeah. And when he closes the gap, do not fight with him in that pocket. But that's what. But to be fair, that's how you caught the left hook. That's how the left hook came in. You know what I mean? That's how the left hook come in. Oh, who's that? D Block? I don't know why I said it. Yo, what's up, D Block? D Block, that's a cool picture, you know. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Mr. Boxer D can do boxing. Yeah. Oh, D Block giving props to Mr. Boxer there, yeah. That's a cool picture with Devin Haney and Floyd, yeah. That's what Mr. DAZN's been saying for a minute, bro. He's saying Devin Haney the next Floyd Mayweather. And I'm saying he ain't trying to hear near. Last I recall, I said more around the lines of PVC just being like every other network. Yeah, not. You were saying that. You said it was like some piece of shit or something like that on your few. I remember that talk. EJ, do you think the PVC is not knowledgeable? Nah, I ain't worried about no hate, no WBO, man. Shit, I ain't worried about that. I ain't worried about them and their ranking with their bullshit. I ain't worried about no WBO and none of that. Belts are just belts, man. I'm worried about the fights, man. Like when I watch boxing, I watch for the fights. I know the belts are a side thing for the fights, and it's good. This champion, that champion, this, that, the other. But I usually watching to see the fight if it's a great fight. It's nice to have belts, though. It is nice. But really, when you watch boxing in the past, you used to watch for see who's the champion, whichever it was, and then the belts, man. That's why it is. The WBO, I ain't worried about no WBO and that, man. Anyway, WBO did to themselves, yeah. We need more. Yeah, man, they go, listen, listen, all that of us talk, yeah, it don't matter to me because look, Mayweather and Pacquiao, Evander Holyfield and Mike Tyson, they were saying about that for the longest. They were saying, oh yeah, these fights gonna happen because they're on different networks. I remember Ian Dark was saying on Sky for the longest, and it was really never gonna happen because they're on different networks. I don't understand what you mean that mean. What's that mean? You know what I mean? The public wants to fight, it's gonna happen. And that's what happened. Because you know why? We as the paying viewer, we get what we want because we're ready to if we're willing to pay £200 or $200 for the fight, then the fight will happen. No, ain't no one telling us nothing because it's in the networks. Who that? Oh, Mr. Bot. Who that? Let me see who this is. Yo, what's up, bro?
What's up, dogs?
Hello.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
You in?
Yeah. Can you hear?
What's going on? Oh, there we go.
Can you hear me?
What's going on, bro?
What's good?
No sound?
Hmm?
I don't know what's going on. I can't hear you, bro. I don't know what's going on with the mic over here. Let me see if I can. You say
What's good?
oh, who's that? B-Mosh.
What up?
Who's that? B-Mosh? I can't hear you, bro. I don't know what's going on with the mic. Oh man, I know what's going on with the other. I know what you hear about. I think that's B-Mosh. The sound B-Mosh. I don't know what's going on. What's Unravel? I don't know what's going on with the sound over here. Something's happening to the sound over here that I can't hear. Let me see what's going on. Yo. Yeah, the sound. For some reason, yeah.
Yo.
1 second. Yeah, I can't hear you, B-Mosh. 1 second, I can't hear you. So something happens to my sound. I don't know what happened, yeah. That over here. Let me see what's going on. I don't know what's going on with the sound. That. Where's the sound? I don't know what's going on with the sound. 1 minute, B-Mosh.
All right.
Hold up. I'll put myself on mute. Let me see. For one reason, I can't hear anything in this arena. I was fiddling around with it. There you go. You're on camera. B-Mosh, you're on camera. 1 minute, B-Mosh. You keep talking, B-Mosh. I'll put myself on mute until I can hear some. 1 minute.
Even know how to flip or take off the camera off this joint. How you do that? This is my first time on the yard stream thing or stream yard.
Yo, B-Mosh. B-Mosh. Let me see if I can. Yo, B-Mosh. Yo. Where's the sound at here? Damn, man. I don't know what's going on. Yo, B-Mosh. B-Mosh. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. My sound, dude. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Sorry about that, B-Mosh, man. I don't know what's going on with my sound here. It's struggling, man. Not hearing nothing. My speaker's okay, but for it, when I was getting with the headphones, I can't hear nothing. Oh, there we go. That's on the arms dragon. Oh, that's probably what it was. Standing camera. Yeah, it should be alright though. I don't know if someone comes over. I think I must have messed with the settings or something like that. Anyways, yeah. Where was we now? Okay, DJ, I know I can't hear. You can hear me now, and you can hear. I think you can hear me now though. For some reason, I couldn't hear B much though. Yeah, it should be alright though. I don't know. Yeah. For some reason. Anyways, yeah, something's on the connection stream here. Garbage because I'm not getting it. But yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Usually when I'm doing this, yeah, you can kind of I can kind of hear other people in that when I was on other people's stream, but you can't. I can hear you now. Yeah, you can hear me now. Yeah, what it is that I can hear, right? But I couldn't hear B Marsh at the same time. Let me see B. I'm trying B Marsh again.
Yo,
There you go. You said B Marsh, right?
what's good, man?
Yeah, man. Finally, you over, boy. What's up, B Marsh? B Marsh in the building, bro.
Hey, man, this is my first time fucking with this yard stream thing. You know what I mean?
It's all right,
You
though,
check it.
Yeah, B Marsh. You see where it's got your picture, right? You see where it's got the microphone.
Yeah.
The picture. You see, it's got the picture. If you press that picture, you can put your picture on.
I bet I'm gonna do that next time.
Okay, fair enough. Because because you all you got is a blank avatar, so you can just put your feature on. You know what I mean? Put a picture in there. So anyway, B Master, what's your take anyway? Where you been? How's things? What's going on? Talk to me. Hey, the link's in the chat on Rival. You scroll up. So B Master, what's your take on the press conferences?
I didn't see today's one. I seen the one in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, nothing exciting. It was what it was, They wasn't talking shit like that.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, man. Hopefully, I don't know. Maybe the build-up might be not too exciting. Waiting for the fight.
I don't think anything's gonna be said anything more. The reason why I done this video, yeah, is because
Because of the price.
Yeah, because they put the price up. What's up, McGregor? How you doing?
Where did you get that image?
What image of what?
Of the price going up. Like, I can't find that image anywhere.
Yeah, I found it on Twitter. Like, it was on Twitter, man.
What about?
Yeah, he said the prices. He said they put the prices up.
I believe it.
Yeah, I was like, fuck it. Like,
It's not on Sky. It's not on Sky. It's not on Mac.
Exactly. I went on all that stuff. I went in the guy's Twitter and I asked him the question. I was like, where'd you get it from? But listen, apparently he might know something. But listen, you know how it is, McGregor. You get some news, you won't put it out. Now I'll leave it as unofficial. But for now, that's what I'm hearing. You know what I mean? If that's the case, I'm like, yo, what are they playing at? How much do we usually play? It's like, is it 21?
20. It's 1995.
Yeah.
That's a £30 increase.
Man.
That's £30.
That's on top of what you're normally playing. That's crazy. But I think if they're trying it to see if we're gonna pay for the Wilder, because if it was Wilder and AJ, I ain't gonna lie, it'd be hard pressed for you not to pay for that though. I might do that because I want to, you know what I mean. But for this one, I'm like, hell no, Ruiz and that. But it's a massive jump, man. It's a massive jump for real. That's a crazy jump.
That's a lot, man. British money, man. That shit adds up.
Yo,
that's a lot.
Yeah, it is.
If you have 20 pounds on the regular, that's a big increase.
Massive increase, man. Massive increase. You know what I mean? It is a massive jump. What's your take over Ruiz? Like this in the press conference, Shannon Briggs. It looked like he was there supporting. Oh, we have Mr. Boxing today as well. Debuting as well, man. Mr. Boxing today. What's going on to this day?
What's good?
What's good, Mr. Boxing? Yeah, man.
Mr. Boxing.
Mr. Boxing, welcome, bro. Like for the first time. So, Yeah, man, we're just chopping it up. We're just talking about the prices, and you was making a comment about Shannon Briggs was supporting Ruiz and Josh. You were saying, right?
Yeah, I actually heard Shannon when Ruiz, they were introducing him. He was talking. You could hear Shannon in the back saying El Champion. You know what I mean? So he was showing Ruiz a little bit of love. I'm glad that he interjected some energy, man, because damn, boy, AJ's personality and Ruiz's personality is not going to give us a scintillating type of, press conference. They need somebody to play off of, you know what I mean? They need like a Dillian White, Jarrell Miller, somebody of that nature, man. But good thing for us though, they're going to produce a entertaining fight though, you know what I mean? So their pressures may not be entertaining. They're very PC, you know what I mean? But I think on fight night though, they're gonna make up for it.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Because I see Tony Bellew, Nathan Cleverly get into fighting and all that, and when they got into fights, yeah, it was never that good. I've seen a lot of people hype it up, and when they got to the fight, it was never that good. So I'd rather it happen in the ring. But yeah, they're kind of quiet, both kind of quiet, respectful men. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
in
man.
from wrestling, what you call two baby faces, right? The two baby faces, eh? No Hill. Go ahead, B Marsh.
Yeah, man. I don't see much in the build-up as far as any hypeness, you know what I mean? Anything interesting. I think it's just going to be cordial, business as usual. You know what I mean? And that about it. But, them charging, if it is 50 pounds over there in England, they taxing
54.
y'all, man.
Yeah,
Because
54.
Eddie Hearn coming out here to the States talking about pay-per-view is dead. If pay-per-view is dead, why they taxing y'all over there in England? You know what I mean?
Exactly. We haven't got the option to buy the zone either. You know what I mean? We haven't got the option to buy.
Yeah.
We watch it through Sky Sports. So maybe I don't know. Maybe Sky Sports is suffering. I don't know. But we ain't like that much. I'm like, yo, I ain't trying to pay that much for no boxing. And you guys rightly said the build up's not that good. What's warranting us paying that much more money? Yeah, it was a good fight. It was unexpected. But for that, why? Because it's in Saudi Arabia? Is that what we're paying the extra money for? Then why? We should have bloody been in England or America. Then, you know what I'm saying? Saudi Arabia, they gonna charge us that much more? Or maybe Ruiz told Eddie Hearn or whatever Sky to bring it up so he can get more money on the cut. I don't know if Ruiz making more money from the UK though. I think the UK money just goes to Sky and stuff like that. So I'm not too sure.
So what's both of them purses supposed to be?
Mr. Production today, you know?
No, I haven't heard nothing about the purses yet. But that I ain't gonna lie to you, man. That was shit that I was pretty much trying to just ignore until they just get it right behind closed doors. You know what I mean? But you would think though Ruiz would make a lot more than he did in his last fight. You know what I mean? Being that he did get the upset, and I'm sure he's probably renegotiated some things in his contract, man, and to get himself some more money. But I haven't heard anything as far as officially how much these guys are making.
Cool, man. What's up, D Block? Unmute yourself. D Block Express. Okay, he's on film. Yeah, I'm officially. So, Mr. Box of the Day, yeah. What's your take? Right, me and what's up, D Block? Yeah, me and Raphael Dawkins. Yeah, we were talking about and you can comment as well. Our rival and B Marsh, right? And D Block as well. That AJ needs to hire a wrestler in his camp to help with holding and tying up Ruiz inside where he doesn't have to fight him. If you look when Lennox Lewis was going against Peterson, Vladimir Klitschko again against Samuel Peterson. When he was going into that first fight, Emmanuel still had him fighting over 100 rounds of sparring, and he also showed him how to grapple. You know what I mean? Grapple, tie up, roll it, hold him. But even though Vladimir got knocked down a couple of times, he was still in a good condition enough to outpoint Samuel Peterson. He didn't swell up his eye. And I feel for Joshua to win, he kind of needs that kind of thing or a beastie, heavy hitting puncher like Ruiz. You need to, spar over 100 rounds. You need to tie up, bring a wrestler. What's your take on that? Bring a wrestler into camp. I know they haven't, but I feel they should. What's your take, Mr. Boxing Today?
All right, well, that's twofold. Okay, so the first way I look at it is like this: do whatever you need to do that you think is going to help you in your camp. All right, so that's one thing. So pretty much what I'm saying is he can do whatever the hell he wants to do. Now, the second part of it is this. This is why I think he just needs, I'm going to be honest with you, an American-style trainer in his camp, and let me tell you why. An old-school American trainer, a guy like Stacy McKinley, a guy like Don Turner, they're already going to be teaching you those type of savvy things, how to hold, put the smaller guy in the headlock, lean on him, press your weight on him, top him up, get the jab back on him after the break. They already teaching you that. You don't need a wrestling coach to come in and teach you. Those are little nuances that have been around for ages. So for him not to know those things, being a big man, fighting a little guy, and this is something he's been struggling with. Now, when I say struggle, people say, he's a gold medalist, he's undefeated. Yes, I know that. But even in those wins, he will still have some spots where he struggled with smaller fighters. I don't think you need to bring a Olympic-style wrestling coach in to teach you those types of things. Now, can a wrestling coach teach you how to grapple? Yes, in a wrestling match. But it's different ways of doing it, standing on your feet in combat. And like I said, Stacy McKinley knows that already. You dig what I'm saying? You don't need to bring in, you know what I mean, Ken Shamrock to teach you some shit like that. You know what I mean? So that's my take on it. But at the end of the day, hey, do what you want, man. But I'm going to end with this. I've never been a fan of the laser and light shows type of training. What do you mean, Mr. Boxing? I don't, like the ducking under poles and running backwards on treadmills and, these little light things they're using where you touch the light when it goes off and then go back. Look, you're not fighting against lights and poles and running backwards on treadmills. Old school, just sparring, man. Good sparring and old school things. Look, if it worked for Sugar Ray Robinson, why wouldn't it work for AnthonyJoshua and fighters of the day? Old school methods. Yes, I know there's new school ways to do things as far as nutrition, things like that. But when it comes to just fighting, practicing fighting gets you better at fighting, not ducking under light poles, not laser and light shows.
100%. D-Mush? D-Block?
Yeah, I agree with Mr. Boxing today. I mean, a wrestling coach, to me, that's overthinking, you know what I mean? Because that's a wrestling coach at the end of the day, and this is going to be a boxing heavyweight title match, and it's just, I agree, the man probably should get an American trainer, you know what I'm saying? Even fellas like Ronnie Shields, he's trained guys like Mike Tyson. He's been there with Georgie Benton, you know what I'm saying, as a third trainer. So he's, he has experience in these type of fights. And if the man, AnthonyJoshua, I don't know if he has an inside game. He has nice uppercuts on the inside, but I don't know how long he could last in the trenches. And I've yet to see, the English fighter or even European go hard body in the trenches like that as far as the inside game, head on man chest and just banging it out. And if AJ ain't willing, if he has no answer to Ruiz doing that, because I think that should be Ruiz's game plan to get on the inside as he did, let them combinations go. If AJ ain't got an answer for that, we might see the same thing.
100%. D-Block? D-Block? I guess he's on mute. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Can y'all hear me?
Go ahead, yeah, we hear you. What's up, D-Block? Go ahead, talk on it, man. Wrestling.
First off, money pussy. Let me state that for the record so everybody here.
Yo, put your lips on the mic. Put your lips on the mic, D-Block. D-Block, put your lips on the mic. You sound far away. Put your lips on the mic, bro.
I can hear you.
Yeah, and you can turn your camera off so you can show that white icon or put your picture.
Whenever he wants this work, we give it to him. The Fox strikes, you sound like a hating ass motherfucker. You just hating. This nigga, this dude said just because it's free fights doesn't mean they're good fights. So you're telling me if you got a free car handed to you, you would get mad because you want to pay for it? Is that what you're saying? I don't know. Maybe it's not a good car, but it's a free car. I don't know. Let me get out of that. I still can't believe that AJ got beat up like that. It just doesn't. It looks fake when you watch it, And that's why I wanted to talk to Mr. Boxing today. If he could do, Mr. You put up like the heavy bag. You put on the gloves. I just wanted to see what AJ could do to win this fight, man. If he loses, I don't give a fuck. It's the closest shot to undisputed. And if you actually win, you know what I mean? Then hey, we're back to what we wanted in the first place, which was AJ versus Wilder. But I didn't see the jab that much in the fight. Maybe I didn't, I came in a little late. Did AJ even use the jab? I thought he could just use the jab and keep him at reach, sort of like Wilder did with the nightmare Chris Arreola. Just kept him with the
He was
jab. He ain't
jabbing
really
going
go for the kill.
backwards. That's what he was doing. And he was throwing a weak ass jab. Trying to fight going backwards, man. That shit ain't work.
He did try the jab. Because I know in the Povetkin fight, he was using that all day. In the Parker fight, he used it here and there. I just thought that I didn't understand why he didn't use the jab, You got to understand, there's no hate when it comes to these fighters. You want everybody in here, including the chat, you guys should all want the best versus the best. It don't matter who the best is. You want him to fight who's considered the best. So when we shout Wilder versus AJ, we giving them credit. We're trying to say, you guys, we put AJ up there, even, we considered AJ to be one of the best. We just want him to fight the best. I don't understand why this is so complicated, If Ruiz wins, go fight the best, dog. But I'm gonna tell you right now, AJ is he's in a lose-lose situation, really. If you win, you should have did this the first time. And if you lose, Lord help you. I'm just saying, man, But hey, man, I'm out of here. Mr. Boston today. BM, EJ, what up, man? What up, fellas? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right, bro. Salute.
All right.
Yeah, man, salute back. Yeah, man. Hey, he's right though. But you know what? I've been saying that, like, bro, Wilder for me, Wilder. Actually, I don't know. I think 78 Sports had Wilder over there, and like Wilder should just postpone Fury. Fury don't look like he won it. Ortiz, let's leave Ortiz there. You beat him already. You know what I mean? Like, I know the rematch will be good for you. You know what I mean? Because Wilder's that type of guy that he wants to have a smoother return match. But everything hinges on this, bro. Like, I feel Wilder should turn up to Saudi Arabia. Put on these robes and like a Arabian night, roll up, sit ringside, and get it. Oh, I know for a fact though, if Ruiz wins, the undisputed championship can happen. Because Al Heyman has them both there. You know what I mean? That happened. So if AJ might be on that bullshit again. Like IAO KBO with him. He on that bullshit today, right? He on that bullshit. I was scrolling. I was scrolling down things, right? He might be on that bullshit. You know what I mean? AJ might be on that bullshit. So he needs to be like the press conference tomorrow. They asked me, am I going? I ain't going to the press conference tomorrow. You know what I mean? You can see it's a boring affair.
Where's it at? In London?
Yeah, it's tomorrow in London, man. It's in London tomorrow, man.
Okay.
I'm leaving that alone, bro. Like, the only way it's gonna get me up, right? They make me come out to go to these press conferences is Wilder and AJ. I ain't budging. I ain't doing nothing until that fight happens because to me that's like or AJ versus Fury, Fury versus Wilder, and then between the three of them, that's all I want to see, man. That's all I want to see. The best fight, the best, like he just said it. So yeah, man, this is what we want to see, man. Go ahead, talk of it.
I definitely agree, EJ, about that. No matter how this pans out in the next, 7 to 10 years, when we look back on this current crop, this current era, the three pillars of this division is Wilder, AJ, and Fury. And I agree with you, bro. They got to fight. This is our version, our era of the Ali, Frazier, Foreman, or the Tyson, Holyfield, and Lennox. You know what I mean? So they're the three pillars. They're the one that ushered, this new crop in post Klitschko. You know what I mean? So they definitely have to get it on. And I definitely still think Wilder AJ is a fight that I want to see. Either, even if AJ loses in December, I still want to see the fight. You know what I mean? Because you got two extremely hard punchers, both guys over 90-something% KO ratios. And I still think it's depending on how AJ loses, but even if he comes back and beats a David Price or a rematch with Dillian White or something, I still think he get some other victories. This may just be a style matchup for him with Ruiz, in my opinion. But AJ Wilder definitely still got to happen. Even AJ and Fury still definitely got to happen.
Go ahead, B. Marsh.
Yeah, I wanted to ask why why the AJ Ruiz rematch? Why they made that happen? But Tyson Fury couldn't do a rematch with Klitschko. They stripped him for a belt, for the IBF belt.
Yeah, that's Fury. That's Fury ducking out on that drug shit, isn't it? Yeah, Fury ducking out on that drug shit. That's what
No,
Fury.
they stripped him less than 2 weeks
He didn't. Yeah,
for the
because
IBF strap.
he cheap. Yeah, because he cheap, man. See, the thing is, like Ruiz, you have to like Ruiz and
And then they made Glasgow versus Charles Martin.
yeah,
Yeah, they
no money.
won.
He won't pay no money. Fury, go ahead, Mr. Boxing. Go ahead.
Nah, yeah, they had one of them to fight Glasscoff, but like you said though, I'm thinking that they knew about the drug shit and they just didn't want to play around with it, so they put the pressure on them right out the gate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why I think what happened with that.
That was good though. Yeah, that was yeah, that was right. That man Fury. Now, I thought Ruiz was gonna scatter the belts to the window. I actually did because remember, going into the fight, there was lawsuits going down. Everyone say he ain't going to Saudi Arabia. Apparently, it's one of the most dangerous countries in the world. Y'all, people are talking hectic, bro. People are talking hectic out here. They were saying Saudi Arabia is one of the most dangerous countries in the world. Over there, Ruiz ain't going no. Oh, my man, Mr. A, there he is, Mr. Brooklyn Child. Yeah, he one of the up and coming channels here. Brooklyn Child Boxing. Yeah, you can bring yourself. Yeah, bring yourself over here, Mr. Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Bring over. Yeah, they were saying it's the most dangerous country in the world, right? One of the countries they want to look at. I was like, yo, America's the one who be bombing on a lot of countries. I ain't dissing your country, but you know they've been up to no good, right? Bombing another country, taking resources, you know, and England's on it as well. I ain't gonna be on it, right? But they gonna put Saudi Arabia, bro. Saudi Arabia is nice though, bro. Look, if you're a man, you nice. You can have mobile wives. I'm sure less taxes. For a man, it's probably best thing, but for women, hey, you know what I'm saying? You know, not so good, but you know, hey, that's what it is, right? But I'm glad the fight's happened in December, and hopefully everything goes to plan and it happens, man. I just, you know, and the thing is, December's long though, bro. But I just hope the thing happens. I hope the fight actually goes ahead, man. What's going on with Fury?
Will.
Yeah, what's going on with Fury? Fury don't want to put Fury's on some bullshit, right? The Otto thing. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Fury's the biggest scam in boxing right now.
He's the biggest what?
Hey,
the biggest scam.
Right.
Fury's on his fighting the WBO's ranked prospects. That's what he's doing right now. He's just fighting all the ranked prospects by the WBO right now, man. All those guys should be fighting each other in some type of WBO elimination matches. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah, right now, that's what Tyson Fury's running through. And then he can always fall back on, hey, this guy is rated such and such. But we real boxing fans know that these guys are not top 10 rated heavyweights.
Yeah. Usyk Fury. That's what I want to see. How about them apples? Usyk Fury. That's what I want to see. What's up, Dan? Dan the man. Yeah,
that's what Tyson Fury should fight before he get a shot at the world title.
Bro, Usyk, I don't rate Usyk, man. I don't rate Usyk. You know what I mean? I don't rate him. I'm rival to jump back in. I don't rate Usyk in the heavyweight. In the heavyweight, is what I'm saying.
The heavyweight king in here. Mr. Boxing today, man. What's up with your boy Usyk? Does he really conquer your division, or is this guy just blowing smoke up our ass about that?
Look, man. You can never doubt somebody that got legs in the heavyweight division. I mean, yeah, all these dudes can punch harder, but they can't catch up to him. You dig what I'm saying? Or if, again, you just seen with a guy like Joshua, what was he having a hard problem with? The pressure and the hand speed. Usyk has hand speed. And Usyk has fought heavyweights in, what was that, the World Series of Boxing? He fought Junior 5, Joe Joyce, Matteo Madundo. Now, I know some of those guys aren't as good as Wilder and AJ, but at the same time, though, he's dealt with size. So he's not going to be intimidated, and he sparred countless rounds with Klitschko. So I think Usyk is the goods, man. Now, can he beat the top of the top? I'm not sure, but can he pick up some victories? Hell yeah, and I'll favor him in a lot of fights.
All right, will you back in?
Yeah, I got to see what he looks at heavyweight. But I agree, you know, as far as he got the legs, the movement, I just don't know, man, if he can outbox somebody for 12 rounds. You know what I'm saying? A hard hitter like Wilder. You know what I mean? Yeah. Can he do it for 12 rounds? He might be winning 11 of them rounds till he get caught.
Shit, B-Marsh. Hey, B-Marsh, though. It's proven that can't nobody take it with Wilder though. You dig what I'm saying? So it wouldn't just be a Usyk thing. Shit, that's pretty much the whole division as of right now.
Yeah.
Usyk, I don't like Usyk without Mr. Bashir in the corner now. Mr. Bashir ain't in his corner, so for me, I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Mr. Bashir.
You got Lomachenko's pops.
Man, hey, well, Lomachenko was getting hit by Luke Campbell now. He won't move.
They've been getting hit by everybody, man. Linares, the other guy, the Puerto Rican, who tag beat. Everybody been touching him up, swelling up his face.
Yeah. For real. What's that saying? So listen, all I'm saying is this right now. If Usyk, I like to see Usyk versus Fury, Usyk versus Ortiz, Usyk versus Povetkin. That's what's up right there, bro. You know what I mean? Look, he's fighting. I don't know who he fights on bums. I don't know. Guys is fighting bums, waiting for guys to knock each other off. This game to me seems like a game of chess, man. You know what I mean? Like Yard calculating, and when I talked to Twin, they calculated that Colville was on his last legs, and it looked to me, yeah, he maybe has, but he still had enough to beat Yard. And that's why I feel these guys, up and coming guys, they got Phil Hovage coming up. They got Tony Yoko, Daniel Dubois, you know what I'm saying? They're supposed to be next crop. But listen, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like the top three, I think they can handle most of them guys there. But they don't want to fight this. For some reason, ain't no one trying to fight though. So, it's just the way boxing is right now, man. But I'm glad about this press conference though. Ruiz, what's up, Mr. Matchroom? Is that Mr. DAZN? Who that? Mr. Matchroom. Oh, he's quiet. He ain't saying nothing. Okay. All right. Anyways, yeah. So what I'm saying is that, yeah, hopefully, like, this fight is going to be a good fight. Tactically, it should be a good fight. I think AJ going to win on points, though. Anyone agree?
Yeah, I'm not sure yet, man. I'm not sure yet.
You're not sure? Okay.
Man, I forgot who said it on here. I don't know if it was you, B. Marsh, but when you watch it, now, when I say it looks fake, I don't think it was rigged. But what I'm saying is when you watch it, it still looks kind of surreal. Like, how the hell is he just backing him up like that, just physically? Like, how was he able to do it physically? You dig what I'm saying? So it still looks surreal. Like, it's like, I'm not second guessing Ruiz is going to win, but it still doesn't feel real, though. You dig what I'm saying? So it just the visual, I still haven't fully digested that yet.
Yeah, I just think he never recovered from the first blow to the head that put him on the canvas, put him on his knee.
So that's the lucky punch that AJ.
No, they didn't land the same shot. They didn't land the same shot in their British and Commonwealth belt. He landed the same shot in the same place, and AJ reacted the same way. So his feet came off the ground and he wobbled. The only thing is, when I talked to Dillian said he had a operation for his thing. So when he hit him with him, he had shock pains through his body. He couldn't follow up. But with my man, my guy Ruiz, he followed up quick. As soon as he heard him, he just jumped in and started piling shots in. Okay, my mic's having a problem. That's Mr. Matchroom. Okay, yeah, he piled in, man. So yeah, I guess it does look crazy, but you know what I mean. I guess it does look crazy.
Even Povetkin wobble Joshua in round one
With a left hook.
probably with a left hook.
It was a left hook.
Salute,
And then
salute to Brooklyn Child Boxing in that super chat, man. Thanks for the donation, man. Seriously.
Yeah. Thanks for the donation, Mr. Brooklyn Child, man. Y'all, what's he saying? Read it. I'm gonna read it out what he's saying. I am from Brooklyn Child Boxing. Salute to the OG Mr. Boxing. B Moss EJ. I can't jump in now, but I'm listening. Appreciate the shout out, bro. Yeah, I got a fact for you. Yeah, AJ's weak out here. Hey, we was going back and forth on Raphael Dawkins show, bro. We was going check. You can check it out on my channel. I uploaded it right. On my channel. So that's it. AJ the Quitter. You know what I'm saying? Then we've got wrestling. So you could check that out there. Yeah, Mr. Brooklyn Child.
Big up the Brooklyn Child Boxing, man. Fucks with this channel. You know what I mean? Man got passion for this. Let's talk this boxing shit.
That's what it's about,
Shout
man.
out to Brooklyn
Let's
Child.
talk this boxing shit.
That's
how you come on.
Hey, that's what it's about. Like people come and support who they supporting. Just talking boxing, no stress. Everyone just getting their points across, and that's what's up, man. Unrival, you want to say anything? You quiet on the chat. You want to say anything, Unrival?
What, man? No, I just I went researching on that shit. It's fake news.
It is fake news, right?
Yeah, that's from a parody account of the Boxing Kingdom. It's a fake Boxing Kingdom account. I looked up. I found the original when they announced on Sky Sports what it is, and they actually have the price point on there. It's $19.95 on the original article. So it's all fake.
Oh man, I have to change the title of this video then.
Change the title fast.
Yeah,
EJ.
yeah, go ahead.
Hey, I actually caught. Shout out to Brooke. Y'all go subscribe to his channel. But I actually caught some of that little podcast y'all did with Rafi, man, on your channel before I jumped on live. Caught some of it, and I totally disagree with y'all on that. You and Rafi's position. Look, now when and this is all pertaining to did AJ quit? All right, this is how I look at it. Okay, now. There's different ways to quit. We all know that. You can verbally say, hey, no mas, I don't want no more. I'm good. You know what I mean? Hell no. You can pull an Andrew Galata where you want to fight the ref, you know what I mean? Because you want to quit. But there's different ways of quitting. When Mike Tyson bit Evander Holyfield's ear, he didn't go to Mills Lane and say, I quit. He just bit Holyfield's ear knowing, am I still on, y'all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, bet. Knowing that there's a strong possibility with him getting disqualified. Bit on one time, it didn't work. Hey, I'm gonna bite his ass again. He did it again. Kind of like, damn, you still ain't gonna disqualify me? Now he didn't say it. Now let's go back to AJ. When AJ was in the corner, it was more of his body language that said, I don't want no more. I'm good. Now you and Rafi said that a quitter doesn't get up 4 times. I agree with that. When he got up the first time, that wasn't a sign of the quitter. Second, third time, that wasn't a sign of the quitter. That 4th time, his body language spit out his mouthpiece. Can visually see he spit his mouthpiece out, got up, walked to the corner, took his time. The ref, now maybe he was buzzed and wobbled a little bit, but he just wasn't reacting to the referee like somebody that was eager to fight. It was kind of like hey, you make the decision, I'm gonna leave it in your hands, ref. Oh, it's over. Oh no, man, what? And then he kind of just got back, relaxed. He looked relieved to me, man. Body language.
Around, now, he was walking back to the corner.
Yeah, it was his body language, and it was just the thing he did, like the spitting the mouthpiece out, looking at his mouthpiece. I mean, it was just too much, man. That looked like somebody that wanted no more on that knockdown. The other 3 knockdowns, yeah, he got up. But on that one, his body language was that of somebody saying, I don't want no more. That's my opinion.
No, that's true. That's true. He didn't know what was getting. He walked to the corner, and he rested on the ropes, right? I don't know. And it was weird because even to start the fight, the guy was massaging the back of his neck and letting Ruiz handle the belt. I don't know what the fuck's going on. This is weird. But listen to this, right? The only thing I said he was indecisive. Now, I heard what you're saying. Turn his back, the mouthpiece out, wherever, yeah? But the referee asked him, do you want to continue? He said, yeah. Then the referee stood back and AJ walked forward, but his arms are still on the ropes. Then the referee looked at him, called off. His first reaction was like, what? His first was like, what? And he goes, you sure? He goes, yeah. And then the AJ goes, fuck. You can clearly see him doing that. Now, what I'm trying to say is that I hear what you're saying, but that's what I saw. Now, I ain't saying he quit now. I'm just saying he was indecisive. And indecisive in the instructions. He wanted to fight though, because he walked forward, but his arms are still on the ropes. Now, if he wanted to quit, he could have just went to the corner and shrunk down, head down. Referee talked to him, and he just kept his head down. But that wasn't the thing. He wanted to, but in his body language, he didn't want to. So I just say it was indecisive, but I wouldn't say wholeheartedly that he quit. But I hear what you're saying. I'm not gonna go back to the ball. I mean, the rematch is here.
Right.
And
EJ.
Yeah, go ahead.
EJ, I just think it's one of them things where, you know what I mean? It's one of them, like, well, my opinion is it's one of them, like, trying to beat the ref's count, where you know you're on 1 knee, but you know the ref is on 8. You know he's about to go on 9. He's trying to hop up real quick, say, hey, I want to fight. Hey, what's going on? Yeah. I just think it's kind of one of them type things, man.
Yeah, but you know what? If you had a different referee, Smoker in there, Jack Ruiz.
Oh, yeah.
They would have said, get your arms up. You say you want to fight? Yeah, get your arms up. Go ahead. You know what I'm saying? They would have been decisive, but that referee, to me, is the right thing, right?
Can I interject, by the way?
Go ahead, I'm right. Go ahead.
Something that I've noticed with AJ, because like I watch a lot of sparring footage as well. like Mr. Boxing Today does with the heavyweights. And I also after I watched AJ Ruiz, everyone was talking about how he quit in the corner. So I went back to the only other time he was ever in a corner before after having been dropped, and that was with Klitschko. And what he did was he was against the ropes, his arms leaned on them. The referee came over, asked him, "Is he okay?" He nodded his head. He was asked to come forward. He moved forward with his arms on the ropes, and he was allowed to continue. In training footage and sparring footage that we've seen before he comes out into the next round with people like Vac and Caballel and stuff, he's leaning on the ropes. When they tell him to come out, he walks forward and then he brings his arms forward. I think it's indicative in his nature. I don't know if that means he quit or not, but I think it's he tries to stay relaxed or something or whatever to save some form of energy without having to do things, and it just didn't go his way because it doesn't go your way all the time. So I think that's something that's part of his mental makeup, that he likes to take time off to allow himself to do whatever, and it didn't go well. I don't necessarily think that's quitting. I just think the dude either fucked up with
Let's
that
be honest.
mentality or he's too relaxed.
EJ, you're my boy, man. Unrivaled. What up, man? First time ever. And shout outs to the biddies on the damn screen. Now, look, if I'm not mistaken, when the ref says come forward, are you ready to go? You normally put your hands up in front of you, right? You don't really have your hands on the ropes. Plus, hanging on the ropes is technically illegal. But anyway, I just gotta ask because AJ got his ass whooped, okay?
I don't know who's talking. I can't
Think about it, man. First time, you know what I mean? Got punched dead in the face. It was crazy. Like when he was like, I got hit with a lucky punch. I'm thinking like, what punch is he talking about? He got hit with a bunch of punches. So all of them were lucky, or there was just one person I didn't see that was the lucky punch. I don't understand. But I want to ask, man, because you guys got to call it down the middle, straight down the middle. You know, win or lose, best man win. When AJ knocked down Klitschko, I jumped out my seat, yelling at Klitschko, "Get your ass off the fucking ground! You can't go out like that. You a fucking soldier."
Yeah.
He knocked down AJ. I jumped up again. AJ, you cannot lose. You got a lot of shit ahead of you. You know, it's right down the middle. You guys have any biasness? Be honest, man. Any biasness, and it's okay if you do. Any biasness when it comes to AJ?
Yo, Dan the man.
What's up?
Yo,
yeah, what up, man?
Yo, man.
Hey, what's happening, y'all?
man?
I mean, look, here's the one thing I want to say about that seventh round stoppage with the first Ruiz and Joshua fight. Let me just say this: I think Joshua didn't quit in a way where he just like gave up. I think his heart told him he wanted to go, but his mind said, "You know what? You can't go no more." What I mean by that is that his heart wanted to do it, but in his mind said, "You know what? You can't take any more punishment. You're not going to outgun this guy. He's got you beat. You got a long way to go. There's just no way I'm going to catch up. You've been knocked
Testing
down."
1, 2.
What's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, I was checking my mic.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, no worries. But yeah, I just think that he mentally just checked out. I mean, that it's okay though, because you have to live and fight another day. There's no shame in that, you know. Especially getting beaten up and being pillar to post all over the ring for 7 straight rounds. You know, you live to fight another day. But I will say this though, I just think that Joshua, I'm kind of disappointed in a way because he took the loss like a man. He said, "You know what? The man beat me that night. I was a bit unprepared. Okay, fine. Next time I'm going to go into the rematch, going to be more prepared." Now he's coming in with all these excuses. "Oh, it's a lucky punch that got me," or "the crowd was booing me. That's the reason why I was distracted from fighting my opponent." I mean, first of all, I didn't hear any boos.
No way.
Other than the fact that he got stopped. That was the only boos that I heard. But I heard a whole lot of cheering when he was landing shots in the early rounds against Ruiz, and he knocked him down in that third round. I did hear a lot of cheers for him in that situation. But the fact is that look, the first fight is done. You can't dwell on what the mistakes you made. You move on forward. You correct it in the fight that you have right now. Now you have a chance to do it, okay? So for him to sit there and disregard what happened that first fight, I'm a bit disappointed. Initially, you took the loss as a man. I commend you as a fighter. The better man beat you that night. Now it's time for you to correct that wrong. and now he's coming out with all these excuses about how he lost that fight. I just don't like that. I really don't. You know. So with that said, though, does that mean he's going to lose the rematch? Possibly not. Obviously, here's one thing I will say though: he's not going to outpunch Andy Ruiz in exchanges. That's not going to happen. The only way I see him win this fight is winning it by safety first. He's not training for a knockout against Ruiz, in my view. He's not. So I think he's going to happily outpoint him, try to punch, to outpoint his way to victory and not go for the knockout. Plain and simple.
I think he can just jab all night and just try to stay out of the range, But,
exactly. Exactly. Out of range. Yeah, because he knows he can't win that fight from the inside. He can't do it. He knows it. So, so I mean, that's the only strategy that Joshua's going to have to go with, and I think that's what they're training for too. And I also see that he's lost a lot of a significant muscle mass. So I think they're training for endurance in a way. Now that's minimal, but Mrs. Boston today, EJ, you guys know when I say this. Sometimes if you have, sometimes having endurance is a natural ability. Either you got it or you don't. What I'm saying is that it may help Joshua a little bit, but I don't think it's going to help him in the long run because I'd see him still tiring out if he, in the later rounds because he tends to do that. So I don't know, man. Yeah, I still favor Ruiz winning it, but if it gets closer, maybe my opinion will swing the other direction. But yeah, that's just my take on it, man.
Hey, Fox. What's up, Fox? Strike back. Or should I say the Fox strikes? Unmute yourself, Fox. 1, 2.
Yeah, the Jamaican brother, Fox. We're from the same cloth, man. The same heritage.
Fox got Django. He got Django in his picture. Is that Django on chain?
Yeah, that Django. Yeah, Jamie Fox.
Yeah, he got Django.
Yeah, my name's Sam, man. I'm
what's
testing,
up,
testing. Everyone hearing me?
Yes, Django. What's going on, Django? What's happening?
Me there, man. Me there.
Yeah, you there. So, hey, what's going on, right? Stay muted. I got you, Fox, yeah? So what happened to you in the PVC? The PVC. You were saying the back of the day the PVC ain't going nowhere, and you were saying it was.
I want to hear.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Actually, it was a video I made in response to a couple. It was a video I made in response to a couple channels like a JT on Nick, or otherwise known as JT the God. He was saying something around the lines of the fights are free, therefore we shouldn't really criticize them, and that didn't make sense to me because just because a fight is free, that doesn't mean that the quality of the fight is great. Well, we just have Laura versus Alvarez. I don't think anyone jumped out of their seat for Laura versus Alvarez.
Well,
it's like any other network.
Right. Can I jump in on that, Fox? I mean, I agree with you on that extent on that too, because initially I said the same thing.
Yeah, man.
It's nothing wrong introducing a free product, but if the free product does not produce a good quality, nobody's going to buy that. This is how it is in the American landscape. Mrs. Boston today knows that as well as I do. So, but at the same time, I do commend the PBC.
Hold on, let me silence this.
What's up, brother? All right, okay. But
no, I said, give me a moment, going to silence this.
Okay, all right. But like I said, though, I do commend Al Haym and the PBC for introducing a structure where people have access to boxing for free without paying a subscription for it. That's definitely the right direction to go to try to attract fans.
You like a bunch of haters. And I ain't playing around with that shit. What was said was this. I don't tell your bullshit. That is game.
Lara fought on PBC on Fox, man. Every other junior middleweight is occupied. I mean, it's supposed to have a rematch with that Argentinian Castano. That was a good fight, but that dude pulled out.
I understand.
Fellas wasn't crying when they put J-Rock and Javed Hurd on PBC on Fox for the whole country to see for free. That was a great fight.
Again, the point is not that. The point is not that every fight is going to be bad or every fight is going to be good, but just because what I was seeing back then from a channel like JT Onek is that we shouldn't criticize it because the fights are free. That doesn't make any sense because we criticize ESPN fights, we criticize other network fights. No network should be above that.
No.
because they put on shitty fights sometime too. ESPN sometimes put on some bad fights. The
Yeah, they
Zone
put
probably
on
put
more
on some
street
bad
fights more than
fights.
usual.
You gotta remember the landscape then was HBO and Showtime, and people paying $60 minimum, $60 and above, yeah, for fights, yeah. And American people, when they
Yeah.
were getting it for free, they don't care whether it's the ESPN standard of fights weren't on the level of HBO Showtime. We were talking about world championship class fights on TV, which
Well,
back in the days used to. Hold up,
sometimes ESPN had some good
hold up,
fights.
hold up. Don't me have to put, I got the mute button here now. Don't me have to put you. All right, there you go. All right, so right, like so we was championship world class fights on TV, right? And what they were showing for free, and I was like, yo, everyone was happy. Now, like you and some other channels saying, well, I don't think it's gonna last. The PVC model can't sustain itself. It ain't gonna be good. And everyone was looking as oh, because it's Al Heyman.
Oh,
I ain't finished though. You can say when I'm finished, right? Is it because it's Al Heyman? And it was like it was a big thing. Now it's funny because Al Heyman gave up. Yeah, Al Heyman had all of them. He had all the channels, right? And ESPN. ESPN gave up. And the guy who was trying to two guys were trying to sue him. Bob Arum, and De La Hoya, both tried to sue him. And now Bob Arum's complaining about Al Heyman doesn't do with him. Well, fuck yeah, damn right. You try to sue him because all he did is monopolize free TV. And you was trying to make everyone pay. And now look at your bitch ass on ESPN. Actually, ESPN is a you have to pay money for that one. That's still. But what I'm saying is that you're there on ESPN now, getting that thing. Al Heyman was the one who set the model for you to come back.
Yeah.
When he left HBO, when you left HBO, Al Heyman already set the model for you to move your bitch ass in. And to be fair, De La Hoya did start on Fox, right? With some free stuff, he did do Fox, right? NBC, but Al Heyman went in there, had a better deal, and came in there. And bro, I ain't complaining. If there's boxing, but like we just like, and this is the whole thing about today, where apparently I thought the UK prices were gonna go up. Bro, it weren't gonna be good. Like that's not gonna be. You're gonna make people charge prices that really and truly we should, for the view, we already paid money already. So the whole thing is whether it's free, whether it's good or bad, is good for boxing, is what I'm saying. Because they can get paid by advertisement. First of all, and then you open up to a different demographic, the casual fans. If you look at MMA, right? MMA, if you look at UFC, the reason why it grew so quick, first off, they embraced digital social media, right? And also they started on Bounce, a small channel like that. Then they went on to another platform, and now they're on Fox. So it's really good for grassroots boxing to start off that way. Go ahead, the Fox respond. Go ahead.
well, from what I'm getting, I think it's because we're looking at it from different angles. Maybe looking at it on how it helps boxing coverage, as in more people get into boxing and all of that. I always look at things more in the quality of fights, and yeah, from back then, like I noticed a couple of guys like they're just giving PBC proper treatment because it's free fights, and it just reminds me of other networks in the sense that hey, some networks will have some bad fights here and there, some great fights here and there. What makes PBC even better? I know that the fights are free, but I mean quality wise, we can't really fanboy or overrate any network.
Can I, Fox? And let me ask you a question about that, man. Were more critical of the fact? Not you were not really. Let me just see if I got this straight. You were not critical of the fact that the product was free, but you were critical of the fact that the mainstream fighters who fought on a free their network were fighting low level opposition but getting paid high big bucks of money doing it. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
Because PBC did have some good fights. Darrell versus James DeGale. You had Porter versus Furman.
Mm-hmm.
I try to remember some more fights. I think Porter versus Bronage was boring, but that was more of Broner's.
Let me say this, Fox. Let me keep it real. I'll say this, man. You know me as long as EJ and everybody knows me. I keep it down the middle too. I'll be the first to admit that I have criticized the PFC initially because they were giving fights that they were crappy fights in the beginning. But what I understand now is that they did it as an experimental phase to see how the public will react to it. Now that Al Heyman's realizing, you know what, I got some positive reaction here, but again, I got some negative reaction because they understand the product can't always be. So that's the word I'm looking for. Just because you put on a free product doesn't mean the American consumer is going to be accustomed to it. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to put on some like subscription level or pay-per-view level fights to an extent and put it on a free network platform, and then it'll garner some attention. So what I find is that I give Al Heyman full credit for doing this because he started doing that with the fights of like Porter versus Thurman and the Porter versus Brunner, which is okay fight, and so on and so forth. But what I find very laughable about this thing is that people were still criticizing Heyman even though he was putting on good fights.
Yeah.
For the network platform. I
Oh
think that's
yeah,
where he's getting at
some
this point.
boxing fans just not go pleased.
Right.
No
I'm saying
channel out
every
there is
What they
perfect
don't
and
want to
has
hear,
bomb
what they
fights
don't want to
every
hear,
weekend.
what they don't want to hear is the fact that Al Heyman is smarter than all these other promoters. Also, to the fact of keeping the geek out of shit when it doesn't belong. He doesn't jump in interviews, comments, and all that dumb shit that has us running around with our heads cut off. He just stays in the back and collects the money. And another thing, if they keep on re-signing him for new, multiple years, it has to be working. The man went to Harvard. I think it's just the fact that, people having their feelings. It's not about feelings. You guys, leave that for the females. It's
well, yeah, he
man
also
shit
has
over here. The dude is just
right.
smarter than these other promoters.
Right, D Block. He also has a great track record of producing, big events. He's
Not
always had
just
that track
big
record
events.
before he
The
went to
man
boxing.
produced, in my opinion, the best fighter of all time, but also the biggest fighter that will ever generate that type of money of all time. There's nobody bigger than Floyd, and if he sat with Al Heyman this whole time, Al must be doing something right. And it's free fucking boxing, Fox, you dumb motherfucker.
Not
Damn all that
mention
shit, dog.
Al
It's free
Heyman was
boxing.
buying time.
Yeah, because I know how
Yo,
free
it's
Al Heyman
spelled
was
D
free
buying
Block.
time.
boxing,
If
man.
you need to
Oh,
He was
reread my
buying
comments
I
there in the comment section,
don't have to pay
you
for
have
it.
to read
Oh,
them
yeah.
slow. You can
Oh,
read them slow too.
I got what to talk about. EJ,
Yeah.
please don't tell me you guys are paying for these fights, man. Please don't tell me you're paying for these fights. I know everybody's like, oh, and all that.
What fight?
Listen,
What fight we paying? What fight we paying? What fight we
any
for?
fight. Don't pay for any of these fights.
No.
Now look,
I'm
I
not like
support
PBC. You know the PBC's in
Floyd.
the UK, right? You know the PBC's over in the UK. We get the UK fight. We get the PBC fights for free.
My little souvenir. Every time I always go to the fights now. But go to crickfree.org. CRICFREE.org. As soon as you click there, you just scroll down, look for your match, click on it. Once you click on it, there will be a bunch of pop-ups in front of you. Okay. The first one you have to close is the one.
What are you doing, man?
Hold on, listen. It's not hard, man. It's not hard. Listen.
Hold
on. It's not hard, man. It's not hard, EJ. Listen. Yeah. Once you get there, just click on close here. It's right in front of you. Okay. Anytime a new screen pops up, just close it. Now, once you do that, there will be little X's that you press. You have to find them. There's only like 4 or 5 of them. Once you do that, click them out the way, and then press the play button. No bullshit. Don't pay for these fucking fights no more. But I still go to the fights. Don't get it twisted. I see you out at the fights. If it's anywhere in Madison Square Garden or the Barclays, I'm front and center, man. You know what I mean?
So D Block, you did jump out of your seat for Laura versus Alvarez. You did find that fight exciting on paper when it happened.
What's missing about that is Al Heyman had Laura as the main event, and the shit did 1.4 million, which is what these people, these other promoters are dreaming about. And if Laura's fighting,
yeah, but what does the money?
What you mean?
What does the money have to do with the quality of the fight, though?
What does the money have to do with the quality of the fight? What I think they're missing the fact of is that it is free. Plus, it's Laura. Laura's one of the best fighters.
No, I get that it's free.
You watch Laura, man, especially if it's free.
Let me ask you a question, bro. So
I didn't jump out my seat for no Luke Campbell versus Lomachenko.
Alvarez fight that happened this weekend was not a good fight. On paper, it wasn't. But how was it was able to do 1.5 million views despite not being a good fight on paper? Can you explain?
Well, I'm not certain how it got that much money, but again, I'm just looking at the quality of the fight. Like last
I
month we had
told you, man.
Pacquiao
Every
versus Furman.
junior middleweight is
I was going to
occupied.
pay to watch. I
Jared
was going to
Hearn,
pay to watch
Julius
Furman
J. Rod
Pacquiao.
Williams, everybody occupied. That's why that man fought Alvarez,
Yeah,
and
I
he
know.
wanted to fight him to get revenge because he ain't get a rematch with
Oh
Canoli.
no, I don't expect boxers to fight.
The guy Brian Castano pulled out of a fight that was supposed to be a rematch because Lara's last fight was a draw. That was a good fight, good opponent. What Lara's supposed to do?
Yeah,
At the
man.
end
Yeah,
of the
I'm
day,
wondering,
man, he
like,
got
you
a
didn't
lot
like
of
Lara's
views.
performance? You didn't like the fight?
Hold on. Everyone's talking over each
I
other.
like how he beat the shit out of that guy. You think I wanted to see 5 rounds of that? I wanted him to end it quick, and that's what he did. You know what I'm saying?
Everyone's talking
I
over each
was I was watching something else.
No. Everyone's talking over each other and like can't hear anything. Yo, D Block, your mic's terrible. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I barely hear what you're saying. Like, people need to go back to where he is, right? And then go one at a time. And then, guys, yeah, your mic's bad, bro. It's real bad. I think you're on your phone. It's real bad. And also, when I'm talking, people are talking over each other. Like, no one can hear what anyone's saying. It's not very good listening, even for me listening. So let's go back to the format I was doing. I asked the question, and then you guys jump in accordingly, and that's what we're going to do, right? So it was all right. So back where we were before, right? So we was talking about the PVC. Now the PVC happens. Al Heyman's brought ITV over with the PVC. So what they've done here, they try to make us pay for certain like Pacquiao, Furman, and some of it. Yeah, I don't know how it did because I wasn't paying for it. Some fights were free, right? They're not very good advertising in terms of promotion, but we do find out they're on ITV for free. Some of the PVC, but Al Heyman has made inroads into the UK on ITV. And it's okay. It's just that the thing is you need a bit more consistency, a bit more fights and stuff like that, and also need some, in my opinion, you need some of the stars from America coming over. But Eddie Hearn is doing some real with AnthonyJoshua and the DAZN. They're really hitting the waves. I mean, real talk that this Andy Ruiz fight versus him, but Al Heyman's still involved because Al Heyman's obviously Ruiz. So if this is some really big stakes, right? What you're looking at right here is the hinge of the turn of the tide for Al Heyman. If Ruiz can bring back them belts to America, I can honestly say the end of the zone, the end of Eddie Hearn, the end of listen, because they have all the belts, bro. All they need is Wilder, and then they're undisputed. And then now the PVC, so-called PVC, they have the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world. In fact, they have it right now. They have all the championship belts on the PVC side. All they got to do is make a unification, and then it's a gold. Then it's a gold. The welterweight division is locked. The welterweight division in terms of the majority of the belts are locked on the PVC side. Al Heyman is a bona fide winner. Absolutely 100% winner.
I want to ask a question.
Go ahead. No, hold on. I'm
I want to
answering.
ask a question. Okay.
I'm answering the question. This is what we're doing here. He's a bona fide winner, right? And it's not anything which is I'm making up. It's just facts. In the division, the welterweight division, lucrative division, the welterweight division that makes money. The heavyweight division makes money. All the divisions will make the most money. Al Heyman has them kind of locked up now. So Devontae Davis here fighting Gamboa. That's a great fight at lightweight. That's a good fight to see if Tank Davis can get past him, and hopefully they can make the Lomachenko fight will happen next. So there is some real big stakes. Eddie Hearn and all the big bluster, all the big things. If AnthonyJoshua loses to Ruiz, bro, you can listen. You can say there may be trouble ahead. It ain't good, bro. So I'll ask everyone, what's your take? And this is one by one. I'll go with B Marsh and I go, B Marsh, what's it take if Andy Ruiz was to get the belts for AnthonyJoshua? What would it mean for the PVC and boxing in America? That the belts, they're in America already, back. In fact, all the belts are in America already. What would it take? The heavyweight championship will be officially in America. B Marsh first. Go ahead.
I mean, it'd be great, man. It'd be like, it'd be hard for Matchroom. I don't know who they next star gonna be. They'll be trying to probably get some mandatories for guys like Usyk. You know what I mean? Try to get back the heavyweight titles if Joshua loses to Ruiz. But if Ruiz does so happens to win the rematch, and they make an undisputed fight for whoever between Wilder and Ruiz, whoever wins that fight will be a massive star. You know what I mean? I think they'll probably be the biggest attraction in boxing in the USA. And then they'll probably go on to become, major figures in the world, you know what I mean? Being the undisputed champion in boxing. So, Al Heyman is in good position, you know what I mean? Basically, it's a 50-50. It's either Ruiz wins or not. And if he does, then he's going to have boxing in the palm of his hand. Because as you already know, whoever runs the heavyweight division in boxing, they're going to run boxing. You know what I mean? And Al Heyman's, and in this PBC outfit, man, they one fight away from having an undisputed fight on their network.
100%. Good job, B. Marsh. Mr. Boxing today, to this day. What's your take?
Well, Al Heyman, goes without saying, seems like a very smart man. And look, man, from the track record I've seen, he usually does what's in the best interest of his fighter, even if we, the fans, oppose of it. For instance, like a lot of us want to see when Charles Martin got the belt when he fought Glasscoff. We want to see unification. You know what I mean? An American unification match between him and Wilder. But what did Al Heyman do? Got a deal for Charles Martin to fight AJ. They were paying the most money. He did what was important, or what was most important for his fighter monetarily. All right. So he puts his fighters in great positions, in my opinion. Now, as far as Wilder Ruiz, that'd be a huge fight. First of all, not even just an American thing, but just as boxing fans, we ain't seen an undisputed champion since 1999. You dig what I'm saying? We were rocking FUBU and cross colors and all that type of shit. So we ain't seen one in a very long time. And then on top of that, as far as two American fighters, I know, Ruiz got Mexican in them, but two American fighters fighting for undisputed. We haven't had that, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe since Bo and Holyfield, you know what I mean? So now the winner of a fight like that, their name can be added to the names of Holyfield, Bo, Lennox Lewis, Mike Tyson.
A long time ago.
Exactly. So just in a nutshell, man, I mean, it'd be great. You dig what I'm saying? But I think Al Heyman to definitely get that fight made. And I think they can have it, man, probably put on one of those Mexican holidays, a Cinco de Mayo, or maybe that holiday they have in September. You know what I mean? Throw it on one of them days and really get the most out of this situation monetarily.
Hey, Al, you're looking at the bring back of Don King. So Al Heyman will be reinvented as the next Don King. Because I can imagine what you just said there is right on point. Cinco de Mayo, one of them dates there. You know what I'm saying? And hold up, B-Marsh, getting some feedback, B-Marsh. 1 second, I have to put you on mute. 1 minute, B-Marsh. All right. Okay. All right, yeah. What we're looking it's Mr. Boxing today. My bad. It's a mute. Yeah, what you're looking for is one of the great events, heavyweight championship on Cinco de Mayo, when the Mexicans down. They have a great undercard. That's big boxing. That's big boxing back in America. And listen, UK had a good slice of it. We had a good chance. We had a good slice of it. Eddie Hearn's vying for that. So this is what we're actually fighting for more than just a normal fight. We're fighting for the control of boxing. That's what we're fighting for. Fox, talking it, Fox. Go ahead.
All right, remind me what the question was.
The question was,
I'm kind of.
Who can control the boxing? If Andy Ruiz wins, right, you're looking at for Al Heyman and obviously Deontay Wilder for undisputed fight. It'll be, that would happen. And what would happen if whoever wins will be controlling boxing? That's what we're looking for between AnthonyJoshua with Eddie Hearn and Al Heyman and Ruiz and Wilder. So, Fox.
Well, I'm not sure about control boxing, because that would just be the heavyweight division. I know that's a premier division of boxing, but then you have like cruiserweight that's overrun by one particular country. America owns welterweight and 154, but some of the other divisions are all about. So, but still, like heavyweight is a premier division, so that would be a big start for him, man.
100%, man. Heyman.
Cruiserweight division will never be as popular as heavyweight division, though.
Nah, the cruiserweight division ain't winning shit anyway.
I know that.
I don't even know who the cruiserweight were. But let's go. Let me ask D-Block anyway. D-Block, what's your take, man? Whoever wins this fight controls boxing. D-Block.
What fight controls boxing?
This This fight controls boxing. Whoever wins
this fight.
yeah, Eddie Hearn, AnthonyJoshua, they control the heavyweight division, they control boxing. Or Al Heyman and Ruiz and Wilder. Whoever wins the fight controls boxing, right?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, man. Go ahead.
First off, Al Heyman is smarter than all these dudes. This is why he doesn't even sit down with the arrogant, dumbass Eddie Hearn. He sends his workers to go handle that light work. Wilder will smash all these dudes, Ruiz included. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you though, man. Honestly, I don't look at boxing as far as what's up with the promoters. I understand they have their, they're taking it, what their job is. They have to, manage how they manage. I just care about the best fighting the best. I understand wherever the belt, if Ruiz considers himself better than Joshua, give me Wilder versus Ruiz. If this fight happens, I don't know if can you do a rematch clause with a rematch clause? I don't know if you could do that. But let's say they have a trilogy, Let's say that they fight again, you know what I mean? I mean, I want the best to fight the best. If I didn't think, I left for a little bit, man, so I didn't think that this shit would tear the USA and UK apart like this. You know what I mean? It wasn't like this before. I've been here for a minute. It was always the best fighting the best. If the UK, if it happens to be the UK, if you guys are the best over there, hey, he's supporting the sport of boxing. That's what matters, But if you ain't the best, but you claiming you the best, AJ running around for 10 years, not fighting Wilder, all these other belts, like, you need that other belt. Regardless on how many belts you get, you need that last one to consider yourself the best. That's all I cared about, and I thought Joshua was going to go right for it. You see what I'm doing here? I'm collecting here, pointing at each belt. I got this belt. I got this belt. I'm like, okay, cool. So he just need one more belt. And then he started doing this fuckery shit, So to be honest, if AJ gets his ass whooped, I hope he doesn't, because I want the Wilder AJ fight. But if he does, man, he deserves it, man. And it's on him. It's all on him. You guys wanted it all on him. It's all on him to hold it down for the UK. Not the best. You guys are just, if it's the UK, I was supporting Yard more than the UK was. What the fuck? But I thought he might be, the best. You know what I mean? I only support the best, man. And right now, it looks like you guys, UK, you guys really don't deserve the belts right now. It looks like Al Heyman been putting in so much work. It looks like he probably deserves them to be in his lap for a little bit, I mean, sitting on the fighter who has the most champions of all time under his belt. Hey. Let's talk facts here. But, hey, man, I guess, adding a couple more trinkets to Al, it really wouldn't faze him, you know what I mean? Al Heyman is a fucking gem, man. He's doing it all by not being a promoter, He's not claiming himself as a promoter. I think that's what the other promoters hate the most, you know what I mean? But, Josh don't want no smoke, bro. Yeah, I feel the same way, man. As far as hold up. Let's talk about that, EJ. What you feel about your boy saying at the end there, if I win, I don't want to talk about Ruiz, or I don't want to talk about Fury, and I don't want to talk about Wilder. First off, bro, that means you don't want to talk about being undisputed. You know what I mean? You don't want to talk about being the best. So technically, I don't really want to care about what he's talking about until he fights. You know what I mean? If he doesn't, I don't really care who he fights. If he doesn't go for Wilder next, man, I really don't care who he fights. It's like you don't deserve to be a champion, and you ruin it for those who are the diehards of the sport, who want to see the best fighting the best. Like Lara did his thing, Fox, but You mean to tell me that call out to Spence wasn't pretty good? I thought it was pretty good. I would like to see a Spence versus a Lara. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? Don't get it twisted. But hey,
I
if
know,
it's
like I said,
boxing, I'm watching, man. Go ahead.
no, like I said, like, even with some fighters that I like, they're going to have some fights that I don't really care about. Like Laura versus Castano, that was a fight I cared about, and it turned out to be a good fight. But Laura versus Alvarez, I just never made the time to watch that because I knew that Laura was going to blow out Alvarez, and more than likely Alvarez wasn't going to be competitive. I mean, I watched Laura
what
versus
about when
Spence, but
ESPN puts on weak cards too, and they put on more weaker cards than any platform or the zone when they put on some bullshit cards. You be
that's my
having the
point.
same
Like,
energy for them
yeah, because
because not everybody
I'm trying to remember
perfect.
which card. I'm trying to remember which card Eddie put out, or was it Frank Warren? And I did not watch the entire card because I did not like the fights I was seeing. So that's my point is that we can't really say, oh, this network puts on all a bunch of good fights. This network puts on all a bunch of bad fights. Every network have its time, so you can't
Yeah,
I think Al
can't really
puts
have
on
any.
better fights than the zone.
Yeah,
I do too. I do too by
yeah,
far, and the best at ESPN.
yeah. That's right. And world championship fights. Okay.
Do you agree,
Logic fights
Fox? What
through
you
the
think,
Google.
Fox? Who
And
puts on better fights?
Fox, go ahead. Fox ain't going to agree. Fox, he already said he starts already. That's so cool. Hey, let me just continue to see what I'm saying. So back on the point. No,
Putting words in my mouth, but
don't
okay.
worry about that. Don't worry about it, folks. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So what we're saying is this,
Now I want to hear.
I'm
Why
not worried.
not?
I'm just
Let
saying
me hear
putting
from
words in my
Fox.
mouth.
Yeah, I
Still,
just want to know who's the best. Who's the best promotion?
No. This is what we doing, yeah. I going back. Fox already done his stance already about how he feels about it, right? Ain't nothing more to say about that. Let's move on with what we're saying now. So,
no, I didn't. But go ahead. It's your show.
all right then, Fox. Go ahead. Say what you're saying, Fox. Go ahead, Fox. Go ahead, Fox. Say what you're saying. Go ahead.
Oh, what was the question?
Oh, come on. See, you don't even know the question, so we can forget about it and don't worry about it.
No, I know that the question involved who
Well,
put on more.
if you just doesn't matter. All right. Anyways, yeah. What I'm saying is this, right? Right now, what we're saying is that so the heavyweight championship could decide who could control boxing, and you know what I'm saying. If Joshua was saying he don't want to hear nothing from Wilder, he didn't want to hear nothing from Fury if he gets the belt, but that's the same bullshit he was on before. So, in my opinion, the belt should just stay with Ruiz then, and I'm from the UK. Because to be fair, I want undisputed champion. I don't know bullshit. I want to hear about when the money got offered to you, you didn't want to take the money. I don't hear none of that bullshit. We gave him a good deal. Joshua doesn't deserve. What was the thing Eddie Hearn was saying? Joshua doesn't deserve this sort of money. What's he done to deserve it? Nah, man. Like you know, fighters put their life on the risk. Give them whatever. Like it's not coming out of your pocket. But you know what Wilder's a threat. You know Wilder's a threat now. If you didn't see Ruiz, Ruiz is a threat, and Ruiz is. I ain't gonna lie to you. Without Heyman, they've done a hard negotiation to make Ruiz get the best out of it. Now, all Ruiz got to do is do what he's been doing, and then he can bring the belt back, right? So this is a big stakes fight, and whoever wins, in my opinion, yeah, can control boxing. It looks to me Joshua is just going to be on a lay. Lay means over in the UK a long thing, or he's just going to be he's not want to want the fight. You know what I mean? He's just gonna. We've got the belts back. We control boxing. I'm gonna fight my mandatories, and that's what I'm gonna do. You know what I mean? And ignore the Wilder thing. You know what I'm saying? And that's not the way to do things, man. That's not the way to do things. Because Ruiz, to me, I hope Ruiz will want to fight Wilder. I really do. I hope he want to fight Wilder. I hope he want to fight the top guys. Like Usyk is ready for it. Usyk wants that fight. A lot of guys contend. If AJ gets the fight, he ain't got no easy road. Usyk's waiting for him. Pulis waiting for him. So whoever gets the belts back, they have to listen. Next year is going to be a busy year. They got like Pulev and Usyk waiting for them for, you know what I'm trying to say. And in both them fights there, I think Ruiz will be an underdog maybe in the Usyk fight. Not in the Pulev fight, maybe not so much though. But Joshua should be the favorite, but probably the favorite in both them fights. It's funny because if Ruiz wins the belt, he'll be one of the most underestimated champions that you've seen for a while. That every time he goes up, most people expect him to lose. In fact, people be making a lot of money off of Ruiz, by the way. Yeah, so that's more or less what we're getting at. We have Mr. DAZN in the chat. aka H Money, in the chat. He's talking about. Let me ask you guys this question: is Devin Haney next Floyd Mayweather? Right, because he's going to be ready for. I'll be much in a sec. He's going to be ready. He's got a fight coming up soon, and then he's going to fight an undercard of KSI and Logan Paul. Mosh, is Devin Haney next Floyd Mayweather?
No, I don't think he's the next Floyd Mayweather, but he's the goods, though. I believe in that kid. I think he better than fellas like Teofimo Lopez. You know what I mean? I think Devin Haney's still a kid, dogs. Them fellas ain't even fill out and get his man strength yet. But he looks very good, man, and he has experience, man. For a young dude, man, he's got like 25 fights under his belt. You know, so I just think I don't know if he's the next Floyd Mayweather. I gotta see him in his step up fights, but I believe in him. I think he's the goods.
Cool, Mr. Boxing today.
I mean, the kid is a good, solid prospect, man. But as far as that, I mean, shit, is he the next Zab Judah? Is he the next Andre Berto? Is he the next Sharmba Mitchell? You know what I mean? We really don't know, man. But looks like a solid prospect. I'm gonna just keep it short and simple with that. Let me just touch on this real quick because y'all spoke about it, about the AJ and AJ saying about if he wins, he don't want to hear anything about Fury and Wilder. Two things wrong with that. Number one is you can't say things like that because then for us fans, it make it seem like that you don't want nothing to do with the two other guys that are perceived by most fans to be better than you are. So that's like, they say don't, address the elephant in the room. That's like the motherfucking battleship in the room. That's like the Empire State Building in the room. You can't not go without addressing those guys. And then number two, and most importantly, they're already living rent-free in your head, bruh. Like if you're going into fights when you knock down Ruiz and you're thinking about what Wilder did and you having all these Wilder thoughts, that lets me know that consciously he's going to be on your mind anyways. You dig what I'm saying? So there's no way out of that. Now, I think my guesstimation would be that if they win this fight, their next opponent will be Usyk, being that Usyk beats Tyrone Spong next month, which I think he will. But that's what I got to say about that.
No, that's some really good points, man. Yeah. D-Block, on Devin Haney and what Mr. Boxing today was talking about. D-Block.
There's only one Floyd Mayweather. You know what's crazy? I'm probably the biggest Floyd fan. I'm a nerd for this shit. I just want to know who the best is. And it's not just boxing. This is every sport I go to. I just want to know who the best is. Now, look, the dude told me, and he had to remind me of my own, my favorite fight, which was there's only one Mayweather. And when you say, and EJ, I want to ask you, when you say, is he the next Mayweather, I'm assuming you're talking skills, correct?
It could be everything.
Whoa, careful now. Okay. You see what I'm saying? Because as far as if you're trying to talk like selling, it's all about the standouts. If you notice, the standouts are the ones who sell. The fighters who have came into this sport and who have said out in public, I'm the best. Nobody's better than me. And then went out there and proved it, It's sort of like, why you think the most love and hate goes to the Roy Joneses? They go to the Floyds. They go to the Alis. You see what I'm saying? So because these dudes are the standouts of the sport. Now, Devin Haney already came out. He's already showing that he's, a standout. Don't get it twisted. He's already said that he beat the shit out of Broner, but Broner did not respond. I was waiting for him to respond. I would love to see Broner versus Devin Haney at this point. That'd be a good fight right now, a good test for him. But he doesn't have the manpower yet. And he's like, people forget they try to put Floyd in the category of Money Mayweather, and they have to separate, and they forget about Pretty Boy Floyd. Pretty Boy Floyd was your knockout artist. Pretty Boy Floyd was your inside fighting. Pretty Boy Floyd was probably one of the greatest you have ever seen a pure boxer be. So when they say the next Floyd, man, I don't see the Pretty Boy Floyd from Devin, but I think Devin can definitely be pound for pound the best fighter someday, man. Imagine him going against Crawford. Oh my goodness, Imagine him going against a Spence. I don't think these guys are far off. It's far, but it ain't about that. We can't rush it like that because it's all about that mandatory, and it's all about getting Lomachenko next. Lomachenko next.
You ain't gonna talk about what Mr. Boxer today about if
Yo, hold up. Everybody go subscribe to Mr. Boxing Today 2, the #1 place to get your heavyweight news, man. Don't sleep on this dude, man.
So you going to talk about what Mr. Boxer today said about if AJ gets the belts, he ain't really trying to fight Wilder and
AJ ain't trying to fight Wilder. He already said it. Don't talk to me about that. And motherfucker, we ain't talking to you about you being the best, motherfucker.
All right, cool, nice one. Yeah, Fox, what's up? What's your take on Devin Haney next for Mayweather? If AJ gets the belts, he ain't trying to fight Wilder or Fury next. Fox, strike.
Well, Devin Haney looks pretty sharp. I think he's a pretty good prospect. My only concern is that I hope they're not pushing him into fights too fast. Like, I think even right now, if he was to fight Lomachenko right now, that would be too fast. I'll probably have him in the ring with guys like maybe Fortuna or even Luke Campbell before throwing him in with Lomachenko. But other than that, yeah, I see where the potential is there if they move him along right for him to maybe become peer to Floyd Mayweather one day. In terms of AJ, the whole AJ not wanting to fight Fury and Wilder thing. Well, I never watched a press conference when he said that, and I haven't seen the press conference at all. But taking it at face value, it does imply that he doesn't want to have any fights with those two guys, but it can also imply that he's already tried to work something out with these guys, but he's just freaking fed up of them. Every time he tries to work something out, there's something coming up in the way, like, I want more money, it has to be here, I need this. So it could be frustration.
Okay, cool, man. Well, that should take B Marsh. So, any other news in boxing? What we got this day? Actually, I know you're cool. I know you guys know you're cool in London. We got some UK fights here in the small one in York. We got my man. I've got a rematch between what's his name? K Prosper versus Sam. Was it Omash? Yeah, Omash going against him. We have Dion Juma versus Wadi Camacho. Yeah, all them fights happen in small hall show. There's no big fights this week. I think really and truly like the boxing. I think boxing starts next week. Let me actually check to make sure. Because I think next week where things start. Go ahead, B March.
What about?
Ahead,
I think it's better for Andy Ruiz to win that fight because at least we know we'll get an undisputed fight.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
May the best man win. May the best man win. But if Anthony Joshua wins a fight with him saying, don't talk to me about Fury and Wilder and them fellas, that just goes to show that, he doesn't want to make that undisputed fight anytime soon. And that's not what I'm trying to hear, you know what I mean? At least I know with Ruiz and Wilder, if they're both champions and they have an opportunity to fight, they'll make that fight happen, and both guys will be happy and well compensated.
100%. So next week, Devin Haney's fighting. Next week on DAZN, and also you have Jaime Munguia. You know what I'm saying? He's defending his belt. You know what I'm saying? So Ryan Garcia's on that card as well. So there's some good fights next week and some good process. Heather Hardy fighting Amanda Serrano. I like that fight right there. That should be good. You know what I'm saying? So,
You said Haney's fighting on the undercard?
Devin Haney's
Haney's fighting on the...
Nah, he's the main event. Also, Tyson Fury's fighting Otto Wallin. You know what I mean? That fight's happening.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that fight's happening on that card as well. You know what I'm saying? So
that week is supposed to be Mexican Independence Day weekend. That's supposed to be cannoli dates.
Yeah, what a letdown, eh? What a letdown.
Exactly.
Like,
big letdown,
right.
man.
He said they were taking that date back.
Exactly. He was crying when Floyd had it. but he
Yeah,
can't even. Floyd at least kept up with the dates. He
he
fought
did
in May and September.
every day. He kept it up for years.
Fought for many years
For
on
me-
them 2 dates.
Yeah, he did, and it was good, man. Go
I
ahead,
know
Fox.
he's not disciplined enough to keep
Yeah,
up on them dates.
yeah, well, that's right. I mean, he's supposed to be next Mexican star, but
Fought
he
in
can't.
May.
Yeah, he
Like
Fought
can't.
in May
the
versus
only way me
Angel.
go watch,
Well,
the
Jaime
only way
Mendes.
me go watch,
Pardon?
oh, the only way me go watch Fury versus Wallin if me have nothing to do. But if me have something to do, me go pick that to watching the fight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. See, he's a hard Jamaican, you know. Only me go. No one even understand. See, only because you speak Jamaican, I understand. The only way you're gonna go fight, yeah, if you got something better to do. Okay, yeah, but what I'm saying is this, yeah. Jaime Munguia is looking to take that date though, because look, they got Jaime Munguia and Ryan Garcia.
Yeah.
They got a couple on it. They got a couple on it, but he ain't like, you know what I mean? He ain't popping. Like the news is gonna be that weekend, Tyson Fury, the 14th, right? Yeah, man. Actually, you know what? The thing, actually, Devin Haney and them fights, yeah. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, Devin Haney and them fights. Devin Haney's next Friday, and then Jaime McGee is on the Saturday, and Tyson Fury's on the Saturday, and then you got Sonny Edwards versus this Hugo guy. Who else is there? Yeah, it's. I think.
Oh, we have Spence Portal later.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Let me see what that. Nah, you know what? Next Saturday. Oh man, oh, you know what? The Saturday after that's dead, like completely dead. Oh, Peter Quillen versus Alpha Angulo. I don't know if that fight is going ahead actually. And Thomas Donome versus Terrell Williams. I don't know who that is. So I'm looking a couple of weeks in. There's no big major fights per se.
Nope.
But there's some big.
Till the 28th. Till
What's that?
Spence and Porter.
Yeah,
That's the
all right. Let's
next
talk about
fight. The significance.
Let's talk about Spence and Porter. Spence to me looks like I think to me he's showing pure arrogance, you know. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I like Spence here, but to me, like he's talking real reckless about Porter. And I ain't gonna lie to him. To me he's overly to me, I reckon he's underestimating Porter, bro. I don't think he realized how hard that fight's gonna be. You know what I mean? Because I was just listening to him on that thing, and like usually he used to be cool, calm back, and go, yo, we'll see what happens in it. But now he's actually talking like, yo, you trash. We know you're dirty. I was like, yo, like he said some real stuff to me, and I was like, or maybe he's selling himself, but to me it was out of his character. But like I was like, yo, and Porter was like shocked that he was saying this stuff, right? I know a lot of people think that. But Errol Spence was saying,
But I agree with Spence.
One minute. No, we're not talking over each other. Like, let me finish what I'm saying, right? So I was surprised he was saying that when they were face to face, and I was like, you know what I mean? I don't know if he's underestimating and stuff, because your last performance to me, I know you dominated Mikey, but it wasn't pleasing. You know what I mean? Because most people, they like to see stoppages, and like, you know what I mean? But he's saying this now. He said he's gonna stop Porter. He's saying he's gonna stop Porter, but I don't believe he believes Porter. You know what I mean? So that's what I think. I think he's underestimating. I feel he might win, but he's gonna be harder than what he thinks. Go ahead, B Marsh, and then Fox, you talk after.
I think he win. He's gonna win. I definitely I'm confident Spence will win. You know, the guy Sean Porter's been struggling in a lot of his fights. From Granados to even his last fight with Dennis Ugas. Even with Danny Garcia, you know what I mean? That was that fight could have gone either way, in my opinion, you know what I mean? So, I think Sean Porter, man, I think there's levels to this. And Spence, man, the body attack, and he's going to keep him honest. And you're going to see, man, he's going to have his hands in his pockets. He's going to be scared to let his hands go, Sean Porter, because of what's going to be coming back at him.
I think he killed that man.
Yeah.
Oh, people, that's crazy, that one. All right,
That man.
I think he killed that man. Yo, Beamer, go ahead, Fox. Fox, what's your take?
Sorry, it's because I'm away. I'm kind of here and there. Sometimes I'm here, and sometimes I walk away. Is it about who is going to win, Spence versus Porter?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah. Well, it's pretty tough, but I have a feeling that Spence is going to pull it off. like Porter, and I do agree with Spence. I think Porter is a dirty fighter. I mean, I like his personality, but the headbutting, sometimes the punches behind the back, the rushing, and yeah, like was Sopa versus Orthodox and Porter who love charging and get cut. I expect these guys to get well, not love get cut, but I expect somebody to get cut in this fight. But really, I think Spence is going to outpoint him in a close decision.
There you go. D Block, what's up, man? Porter, Spence, who you got? D Block. Okay.
Yeah. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, man. Hey, I was gonna say your mic much better now, bro. Your mic much better now. Go ahead.
As far as you said, Spence and Porter.
Yeah.
Yo, don't be surprised if this is a banger. You know, a lot of people underestimate Porter. There's reasons too, but then again, people acting like Porter can't box. Porter can box, man. You know, to the fact of he outboxed Garcia. So going underneath, going over top, you know, all night long. I mean, the same punch over and over again, the same combination. You know what's funny, man? I'm a junkie for this. So Spence has holes in his game. Spence is not as sharp. No disrespect, you know. Spence is not as sharp as honestly more like a Devin Haney. Spence's kryptonite, okay? Spence's kryptonite is the uppercut. All right, I said it. A lot of people don't know it. But Spence's kryptonite is the uppercut. He's got caught plenty of times with it. And, of course, Floyd caught him with it. But when it comes to, you know, that particular fight, man, I think Spence will do better not trying to bully Porter around. I think he'll do better trying to outbox him just like he did Mikey Garcia. Now, think about it. If he didn't, well, Mikey's a different fighter than Sean Porter, you know. I wonder if Sean, I think it depends on what kind of fight Sean is going to come out and fight. Is he going to try to box? Is he going to try to bulldoze? Because he tried to bulldoze Keith Thurman. But, you know, that still didn't work out too well for him. But is Spence going to stand his ground and, you know, not let him push him around like that, you know? Because Spence is about that work, man. Don't get it twisted. Spence to the body. But we used to call Porter the mini Mike Tyson when he first came on the scene. What he did to Paulie Malignaggi, you know what I mean? And if Porter's smart, he would use the uppercut in this fight, you know. Same thing with Crawford. There's holes in Crawford's game. Crawford don't like the inside, you know. No disrespect to my boy Crawford. So that's why I really need to see Spence versus Crawford. But yeah, man, you know, I got Spence for the win. I got Spence by, honestly, unanimous decision. I don't think he's going to be stopping Porter. Porter's a beast, man. Seriously. And Danny Garcia's trash. Tell him to shut the fuck up. He ain't never winning another belt in the welterweight division.
And making his debut, Brooklyn Child Boxing, along with Mr. Boxing today. Yeah, so hey man, welcome to the channel.
What's popping?
We're good, man. You know,
Brooklyn was good, man.
What's up, Brooklyn?
What's up, Brooklyn Child?
Make sure if you ain't sub, make sure you sub to my man Brooklyn Child over there, yo, putting it down, putting in that work, man. Up and coming young channel, you know what I'm saying, putting in that work in. So who you got, man? Errol Spence, Porter, tell us why. Who you got?
I mean, Errol Spence, Porter, man, first off, you know what I mean, salute to the panel, man, to the homie B March, Fox Strike, you know what I mean? I think D Block Express is my first time meeting you, so what's going on, man? You know
Salute,
I mean?
man.
Yeah, man, just before I start, man, you know what I mean? I've been listening to EJ Boxing Live for years. I've been listening to B March for years. You know what it is? It's just, you know, like I just don't be on the comment sections, but you know, I be ghost, but I be listening, you know what I mean? So salute to y'all fellas.
Man. Thanks.
All right. Yeah, man. So as far as Porter and as far as Spence and Porter, man, I see Spence dominating Porter. I mean, I think highly of Porter. You know, some people call Porter a dirty fighter, and some people don't find him appealing or whatever. Me personally, I actually like watching Porter fight. I like his style. I like his grit. I like what he brings to the table. But I think Spencer's is a different animal. You know what I mean? I can't see Porter doing anything to affect Spence. If he wants to fight him in the inside, okay, Spence is a better inside fighter, you know. And we know Porter can't fight he can't fight him on the outside. You know what I mean? I just see Porter getting dog walked, honestly.
That's what I see, man.
You know what I mean? I'll be honest with you, like I'm not gonna front, bro. Like I'm kind of a Earl Spence fanboy. I'm not even gonna front. I love Earl Spence. I think he's a phenomenal. And one thing with me, I'm not afraid to say I'm a fanboy of some fighter, bro. Like if I like a fighter, bro, I go all in. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I don't care. I'm just not a fanatic with it. You know what I'm saying? Like dude in the chat. I mean, there's some dude in the chat, man. We're talking rec. I mean, what's dude name? H-Money on. Come on, man. That's
H-Money you talk.
Yeah, bro. That's like I'm not like that. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know what I mean? I'm not in that level. But I'm a big fan of Earl Spence. You know, I'm gonna take a stance. A lot of people don't agree with me. Now, as far as like on some pound for pound shit, as far as pound for pound number one, honestly, that fighter is to be determined because Andre Ward is not in the picture, Floyd Mayweather is not in the picture. But if you're gonna say Terrence Crawford is number one, why can't you say Errol Spence is number one? I don't think Terrence Crawford is better than Errol Spence. I think from a talent standpoint, Errol Spence is the best fighter in the sport of boxing.
But Bud's gone up in weight.
Yeah, Crawford is pound for pound the best right now.
I disagree with that. I don't think
Crawford
up
in weight. He's won belts in 3 different weight classes.
I mean, personally, that don't mean nothing to me because we have a lot of weight classes.
Me, it do, man. Because look, man, that's Tommy Hearn do. They was competing to see who's gonna be the fastest to win different divisions, and Leonard cheated when he fought Donnie Lalonde. You know, those type of things, man. Weight classes matter, man. That's why Floyd. What is he? Floyd is a 5 different weight class champion.
I mean, honestly, bro, like I don't really care about that because I'll put it like this, you know, and I know you know your history as far as like weight classes. Oh, I actually did a video on this topic. You know, okay, you got these fighters. Oh, I won champion in this much divisions and that much divisions. But at the same time, like who you beating, bro? You know, like for example, Adrian Broner. He's classified as a 4 division champion, but your best win is Antonio DeMarco, man. He's a good fighter. He's a good fighter.
And Mikey Garcia.
And what?
And Mikey Garcia is a multi-weight champion, and he's had some good fights.
Another example.
But
I think somebody need to mute their YouTube. I can't hear feedback. I think
it's Fox, man. I think it's Fox. Yeah, go ahead.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like for example, you know, I know you fellas in the panel know your history. You know, okay, you know, well, we want to say this much weight divisions, but if you ask me, Marvin Hagler is one of the greatest fighters I've ever seen. I'm young. You know what I'm saying? So, but I've watched Marvin Hagler like on YouTube and shit. To me, he's one of the most phenomenal fighters I've ever seen. You know what I mean? But he didn't need to be a 3 division, 4 division champion to be great. Now, I mean, it spoke for itself in the ring. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it.
Yeah, but he had guys coming up into the weight class, though. You remember the middleweight division, he was there, but you needed them welterweights and you need them hands coming up. You need the Rang, you need Leonard coming up into the division to make him that great. So I'm saying, like, people talk about Golovkin, and Golovkin was fighting guys at 154. And the middleweight division is terrible, right? It never used to be. But it just, you know, after I think the last good champion was probably Sergio Martinez. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna mention Cotto because I don't really rate him because he's draining guys, and I don't really rate Canelo. He was on the same bullshit. I don't even like the middleweight era in this day and age. But when Pavlik was holding it down, Jermaine Taylor, Hopkins stuff. To be Hopkins in them defenses was like, yo, so. You know what I mean? When he beat Trinidad, but what we're talking about, we're talking about his great fight. Right?
Hey, EJ, I think you kind of like staticky. Am I the only person that feels so?
No, I sound good. I'm good.
Yeah, it sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's probably something on my end. I don't know.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
My bad.
That's cool. Yeah, what I'm saying is that, yeah, so end of the day, yeah, it's always the guys you're fighting, and you know, end of the day, when it comes down to your guy, oh, I'm getting so
Yeah. Well, my,
Fox, yeah, echo. Yeah, Debo. Let me there you go. All right, good. There you go, Debo.
Oh, now it's clear.
Yeah. All right, so when it comes to the end of the day, it's who they fight. And Errol Spence, to me, he got rolled up by Crawford, and you need to do this, you need to get a bell, you need this, and then Furman, like Errol Spence was chasing Furman was like, yo, you know what I mean? It's like, and then Floyd was looking at Furman. Yo, they all doing the bullshit, bro. Like, dudes need to stop doing the running around thing. You know what I mean? And it happened in England. I ain't gonna lie. Like, Steve Collins, he want to fight Joe Calzaghe. Joe Calzaghe didn't want Carl Froch. Carl Froch didn't want to fight George Groves. He forced himself into it. But now he did it. He beat him. You know what I'm saying? So dudes been doing that for a minute. Now,
I want to fight James DeGale.
Yeah. Exactly. James DeGale didn't want to fight. Yeah, exactly. James DeGale. Yeah. Carl Froch
didn't want to fight James DeGale.
Yeah. You're right. And you know what I'm saying? Because dudes are worrying about the next guy coming up, taking their spot after all their hard work. That's what it comes down to. But what I'm saying, that's why we give credit. Dude, I'll be honest, I'm gonna lay it like this. Dudes don't want to be great. When you mention Marvin Hagler wants to be great. He goes, I am the greatest. He wants to be the greatest. Dudes these days want to be great. Errol Spence, yeah, does he want to be great? I mean, he's fighting Porter, but is he in his comfort zone? Is he really making waves to make that Crawford fight? You know what I mean? So we have to wait and see. But I know if this fight gonna be good, it's gonna be a good fight. But I think he underestimated. I ain't gonna be surprised, bro, if Porter wins the fight. I'm just gonna tell you right now. I'm not gonna be surprised. I'm not because you know why? Because to beat Porter, you're gonna have to beat him like Kell Brook. The way Kell Brook beat Porter was convincing to me. Even though people had it close on the scorecards, you had to tie and hold him and tighten. Now the referee let a lot of stuff go, but that's the way. If you fight Porter like Errol Spence is gonna fall, he gonna get hurt. And Errol Spence was worried about Mikey Garcia's power. Well, Porter hits harder than that. How about that? So if they go toe-to-toe inside, don't be surprised if Porter can take his shit and come back. Can Errol Spence take what Porter's given? I don't know. I don't think so. We'll find out. Go ahead.
But real quick, and I'll pass the mic. Okay, like one thing I don't understand now, despite me saying Spence is gonna dominate Porter, now I mean it doesn't mean I'm not going to support the matchup. I just think Spence is just a superior fighter. But at the same time, it's like, why? I mean, and I'm not going at nobody, but why are we still on the Errol Spence and Crawford talk when we have an excellent fight in front of our hands with Sean Porter? I mean, listen, I think Spence is going to beat Sean Porter handily, but I could easily be wrong. I could easily be wrong. You know what I'm saying? But I think to say, oh man, Spencer Crawford. But dude, we got to have Spencer and Sean Porter. Like, that's an excellent matchup. You know what I'm saying? Because regardless, I think highly of Sean Porter. I don't think the only person to me that dominates Sean Porter in the division is Errol Spence. You know what I mean? Crawford doesn't dominate Sean Porter, in my opinion.
Yeah, Crawford would outbox Porter with ease, I believe. Crawford is pound for pound the best. Hey, I just care about who the best. Crawford is still the best right now. I think honestly it goes up to where they came from. When they fight certain fighters at that time, the build up to that fight is everything that fighter should enhance as soon as the fight's over. So I remember the Ricky Burns fight. A lot of people were shitting on your man Crawford at that time. I ain't forget. But a lot of people were shitting on your boy. Crawford went in there and destroyed your boy. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, at that time, Ricky Burns only lost like, 1 or 2 fights, man. He wasn't that far in the toy pole. I know that Gamboa, which was right after that fight, was undefeated. And he was losing the beginning of that fight against Gamboa, So the build up to that fight was huge as well too, and when Crawford came out on top, that was a big deal as well. One fight I'm a junkie for, a lot of people don't know, but the Thomas Delorme fight. If you go back and watch that fight, and hold on, Ricky Burns, And in Crawford, it's mad hard to find that fight on the internet because of what Crawford did to your boy Burns. But anyway, when it came to Thomas Delorme came out super fast, dog. If you go back and watch that fight, he came out with lasers, trying to put it on your boy, you know, really trying to set it on your boy Crawford. And Crawford, I saw the greatness in him really in that fight where he just, yeah, that's fast. Yeah, that's fast, you know. But then came back and just, okay, I'm fast too. I'm fast too, you know. And I saw Crawford literally just look at a dude who was throwing shit that could kill you and just like toying with it, you know what I mean? And Thomas was really trying to take the boy's head off, you know. But don't forget about the Victor Postal fight. How many people were shitting on? There was a lot of racism going on at that fight too, man. Don't get it twisted. I remember. And a lot of people thought Victor Postal was undefeated too. A lot of people thought that Victor Postal was gonna beat him or he was gonna dominate. A lot of people made predictions. And after that fight, a lot of people left YouTube because they knew that Crawford was on his way to literally being the best. You know what I mean? Julius Ndongo was undefeated. Horn was undefeated. And I want to say Benavidez was undefeated, if I'm not mistaken. A lot of people, you know, not even, you know, I know what he's at the one, you know, the 147. What he doing now, you know, but yeah, Spence doesn't have no, you know what I mean? Oh shit, we don't know what's gonna happen here, or oh shit, Spence has to outcome. We haven't had that really yet from Spence to be considered, you know, to put him at the crown. Crawford has proven himself over and over, and I you know, that's why I give. You know, everybody got something. That's why I give him.
Or even against Felix Diaz, for example. Like, I think I'm trying to remember what Felix Diaz's record was like, but I think he had like either 1 or 2 losses.
Yeah,
one of them was questionable, and one loss. I think one. Oh yeah, and that one was questionable because some thought that Peterson shouldn't have gotten the decision, and Crawford was the only one to straight up beat Felix clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, and who else they had on this list?
I mean, can I say something real quick?
Yeah, man.
To me, Earl Spence. I mean, that win over Kell Brook. I mean, in my opinion,
phenomenal.
Is a better win than anybody on. And this is not to discredit Terrence Crawford, because one thing I will say about Terrence Crawford is that I actually believe that his resume is underrated. He beat some good fighters. You know what I mean? Victor Postal is not a bum.
Nah, and he was undefeated.
People talk about Victor Postal like he was some lesser guy. Like, he was one of the best in the division. You know what I mean? Legitimately, that was and he put on a masterclass. You know what I mean? So I think the Jeff Horn win was good because he just came off of beating Pacquiao. Like, you can't discredit. Like, I think like there's this narrative like people discredit Terrence Crawford's resume, and I disagree with that. But if you want to compare wins and shit, the Kell Brook win was out of the two. The Kell Brook win was the best to me. This man goes to this man's hometown. It was Kell Brook's dream to fight in where he fought at, but Errol Spence turned his dream into a nightmare. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Yeah, well, some will say, you know, I rate that win, but some will say dude was coming off a loss. Kell Brook. And Kell Brook was struggling to make 147. That wasn't no secret, you know? And I rate that win. And Errol Spence didn't wash the guy. What it got stopped in the 10th or the 11th round? I think after 10 rounds, I had it 5-4. You know what I mean? Wow. After 9 for the mad Errol Spence, you know what I mean? So it was a close fight. But, you know, I think Gamboa was a good win because that man, Kell Brook, ain't never been on the pound-for-pound list. Gamboa was. He was on the pound-for-pound list for years. Gamboa was undefeated, unlike Kell Brook, you know? And Gamboa, look, man, Gamboa was washing Bud for 4 rounds till Bud switched southpaw.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, Gamboa was undefeated. Horn was undefeated. Victor Postal was undefeated. Julius Ndango was undefeated. The boy's been he's Crawford's a beast, man. Smacking all these dudes. And Crawford, you know what I mean? Have you seen Crawford in trouble at all? Have you seen Crawford take a punch? I remember Crawford got blasted one
Felix
time.
Diaz touched him up. Felix Diaz caught him with some flush punches.
Felix Diaz
David
did, right?
Benavidez.
Yeah,
David
man.
Benavidez
And Gambo.
Gamboa the first 4 rounds.
Gamboa did too.
And then Gamboa caught him in the 9th, and he stunned him. He wobbled that man Bud, you know what I mean? But Bud has overcame all this, and at the end of the day, it's just a fight that needs to be made. So all that could be put to rest. Who's a better welterweight? You know what I mean? And I do agree with Brooklyn Child Boxing. Errol Spence's in a unification fight right now with Sean Porter, which is a very good fight. And it's pay-per-view worthy, you know what I mean? But after that, all I'm trying to hear is Crawford versus Spence, because I expect Spence to get through Sean Porter.
I see in the chat where someone is saying that Postal was overrated. I disagree. I mean, Postal did come off a win over Lucas Matisse. We made Lucas Matisse give up.
Exactly. Won me $200 off that fight.
Yeah, like Matisse was big back then. He might not be big as he might not be big right now, but back then he was big in the 140 division.
He was the underdog. Matisse was supposed to win that fight, but I knew he wasn't gonna beat him because Postal, man, I'd seen in boxing. He knocked out Selkik Aydin with the vicious uppercut, and he was boxing him. The whole fight looked like it was gonna go on point. But he caught him. I was like, man, this guy right here is the goods. And they weren't saying he's overrated when he fought Bud. They was actually saying Bud is ducking that unification with Postal. And Postal just fought a whole different kind of fight. He ain't try to box. Bud lured him. Bud threw in the bait. And he threw the reel and he hooked him. He made this guy be on some Golovkin stalking shit. And that's not Victor Postal style. And that's how he got beat and got that fight.
That also answered a criticism of Bud. That some would argue that although Bud has been in good fights, some would argue that he's usually the bigger guy in fights. But when he fought Postal, if I recall right, weren't they about the same size or something, and he managed to still beat him, outpoint him pretty clearly. So that answered that criticism.
Yeah, man. I just want to say I blame both of these fighters too for this fight not happening. I told you I'm a junkie, man. I call it right down the middle. When it comes to Spence, I remember Spence saying, "Hey, man, go get that title. If you get it, go get a belt, and I'll fight you." I remember him saying that to Crawford, and Crawford went and got the Jeff Horn title. And I thought, Spence would, regardless if he's with Al or not, it's not like he's underneath a certain promotion. He would be able to fight Crawford. But then I hold Crawford accountable because we're coming back around now to another, extension as far as the contract is concerned. And he could easily sign and we will see. Can you imagine, And this is why I blame Danny Garcia so much, because you could have been fought either of these dudes. You say the word, Danny, and they'll fight you in a heartbeat, you know what I mean? But Danny don't want no smoke. But I think Crawford has a big chance to leave Al Heyman, or I say Al Heyman, leave Bobby M and go over to the PBC to once again claim that he's the best, And in that fight, I'm going to be honest, what a lot of people forget about Crawford versus Spence is it could end in a draw. There's a such thing as a draw in boxing, you guys. They could be equally matched, and it could come out dead even, and that's how I got it right now.
I mean, but we can't say draw, bro. We got to make a pick, bro. I got Spence.
Yeah. For real.
I'm not gonna front, man. Like, that's one of the things I hate about boxing, man. Like, I hate draws in boxing. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. I mean, I felt like this for years. I always wish like maybe it would be less preventable, but I wish they fought like odd rounds instead of even rounds. You know what I'm saying? Like 13 rounds or 11 rounds or something.
They used to when it was 15 rounds.
That's what I'm saying.
There used to be a lot of 10-10 rounds though, from the judges, and they try to do away with that. You know what I mean? Rather than 10-9, a lot of 10-10 rounds. That's why there would be some draws. But me personally, I don't mind draws. Sometimes it's both fighters win 6 rounds apiece. You know what I mean? So nobody. That's how I had Sean Porter versus Keith Thurman. I had it a draw, 6 rounds apiece. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I had Jesse Vargas versus Broner, a draw. Nobody did enough to win the fight. I had Triple G Golovkin, the first fight, a draw, 6 rounds apiece.
I actually had Fury versus Wilder, a draw.
I had that a draw too, exactly. I had that a draw.
Yeah, I had that. That was a good draw. That was
yeah.
That was.
Man, I like draws, especially for betting.
Yo,
you some money on some draws.
You know what I hate?
Draws where the money at.
You know what I hate? Thinking about that fight, like I hate when these boxing fans out here want to say shit like, "Oh, Fury gave like this narrative, like Fury gave Wilder some sort of like boxing lesson or something." I'm thinking to myself, bro, have y'all people never watched boxing before? Like y'all talking crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that fight was close, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, well,
to be honest with you,
majority.
You know what I mean? Like
majority think Fury won, but go ahead.
Nah, go ahead. My bad.
It depends where you're from. It depends where you're from. You know what I'm saying? If you're from the UK, you're saying Fury. You're from America, you're like, yo, how you gonna win? You knocked them down twice. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if listen, go ahead, Brooklyn. You were saying about. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, like, cause you know, like I said, you know, I have a lot of thoughts, but you know, I don't like probably a lot of people don't know my viewpoints on certain things. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. Like, as far as like Wilder Fury, you know what I mean? Thinking about that fight, I mean, personally, I'm okay with the draw. I mean, like, Wilder knocked this man down twice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just like when Pascal when Pascal fought B-Hop, I believe it wasn't the first fight.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I thought, okay, but outside the 2 knockdowns, I still had B-Hop winning, but I'm cool with
Me
the
too.
draw. I'm cool with the
I had B-Hop winning.
still had B-Hop winning, but like these people that comes on here talking about, oh, Fury gave Wilder a boxing lesson. Like, you don't know what a boxing lesson looks like, my friend. Be quiet, man. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Well,
yeah.
majority,
close fight.
All of majority thought Fury won. When I was scoring on Twitter, I was doing some live commentary and I was saying that, hey, some of the early rounds, I think I gave maybe 1 or 2 to Wilder because in some of the early rounds, Fury is just running and Wilder's the one coming forward, pressing the fight.
Mm-hmm.
So I was saying that these rounds aren't really as close as people think they are. You have one guy running away and Wilder's making the fight in a few rounds.
I agree. And then on top of that, like there was a lot of rounds, like they wasn't acknowledging the work that Wilder was doing. You know what I mean? They wasn't a lot. The commentary wasn't acknowledged. Like I thought Farhood was absolutely crazy when he had it 6-0 for Fury. I'm like, what?
Oh, he bugging.
That's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? And listen, when it comes to like, okay, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna admit something else about myself. I'm biased. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a biased boxing fan, bro. Like, I'm not a boxing channel that.
Yeah, man, all of us.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not like, you got boxing channels out here that try to be like down the middle type of jokers. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, bro, you're a fan, son. Like, pick a side, man. You know what I mean? But I will say, when it comes to scoring fights, I'm completely unbiased. Completely.
Yeah.
That's where my unbiased comes from. Scoring fights. That's a good point. If Wilder lost the fight, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if it's Wilder and Spence, those are my guys. But if they losing a round, they losing a round. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. Like these dudes, man, nah, man. You know, that's what I'm saying, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
cause I'm not
go ahead, Fox.
good. Oh,
Go ahead.
I'm not the biggest Wilder fan, but when I was watching the fight and talking about it on Twitter, like that's why I was telling them, some of these early rounds, Wilder's actually being the aggressor, while Fury is backtracking too much. So I gotta give him some of these rounds.
Yeah. Now it was a good fight, man. A draw was a good the draw. Let's talk briefly on KSI versus Paul Logan. Um, they listen. It's a pro fight, no head guards. Eddie Hearn's involved. The zone's involved. Now listen to this, now, man. Mayweather versus McGregor. People were saying it was a circus. Oh, this is terrible. This, that, the other, bruh. I made sure I watched that fight because that fight for me was, and D-Block going to talk of this, because the bullshit they were talking on Mayweather for years. He's a chicken. He's weak. He ain't got no punching power. Mayweather was out the fight for about a year after the what's his name again? The battle fight, right? And they thought, yeah, they got him. Then Dana he's the pound for pound. This, that. I was like, okay, so I see what you're doing. You're trying to blow up Floyd, even though he been out for a year. So when Conor McGregor beats him, you're gonna get all that credit. I said, I see what you're doing. He this, he that, and Conor, all it takes is one punch, right? When I talked to Spencer Fury, I said, yeah, all it takes is a punch, is a Guinness punch. That's as much as you got. You ain't gonna get no more than that. Floyd went in there. Wally, listen, Floyd beat the shit out of it. Exposed.
Beat the shit out of him, man.
He exposed
that
MMA.
shit was satisfying.
He exposed MMA and their paper tigers over there, because that's what they have over there. And I'm gonna call them paper tigers. Now I like John Jones, right? But you ain't got no amateur Olympic gold medal in boxing. You know what I mean? There's no Olympic gold medal in MMA. There isn't, right? So we don't know your amateur credentials. All we know is you guys are good at all different sports, and we put them together. But in boxing, to get what you gotta get, listen, are you crazy? Amateur, world, European, when you guys over there, you have Atlantic or whatever, you know what I'm saying? That's just the amateurs. Then you get to the Olympics. And then to even get a title shot takes years and years to get to that point. And Mayweather is the best ever do it. Like I don't think people understand the hard work and dedication it took to get that point. And even if Mayweather was off, even if he was out a year, he still whooped Floyd Conor McGregor. Now, let's go to KSI and Paul Logan. These dudes here on social media talking backwards and forwards. They have million subscribers from gaming from football. And I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like them, they have a whole new younger fan base. And like I love gaming, but I don't do online gaming. But they corner the market, they talk shit, they got their fan base, cool. They want to have a fight, they brought their fan bases, they had their first fight, KSI versus Joe Weller, and they sorted that out. Next to Logan Paul, his brother. Yeah, cool. Dilly, they done that, right? No problem. Now they're crossing over. Apparently, they're getting their pro license in America. I don't know how. Yep. I don't know how the British board are gonna sanction KSI, right? But apparently, the press.
But the fight's in America.
Yeah, I know, but where's he getting his license from? Who's giving him his fucking license? You need to be a British Boxing Border Control license holder. Where you can't. You're not American. He's not American citizen. How are you getting his license?
No.
Right? But Eddie, apparently, he's got his license. Apparently, he must have gone through the physio and got his license because you know why? Because bro, when they saw them millions coming through the thing, everyone's eating. Like none of us is really. Not many people are covering it. All the major fight hype, IFL, they already started buying into the thing. Now, right now, I'm looking at the thing. I'm looking like, yo, all right, let me see. I went on both their channels. I saw them talking it up. So they find Devin Haney is going to be on that card. I heard what's his name again? Billy Joe Saunders is going to be on that card. So they're mixing it, right, between boxing and like you know what I mean.
So the real boxers are going to be on the undercard of YouTubers.
Yes, bro. Yes.
Wait, so they're the main event?
Yes, bro.
They're the main event?
Yes, bro.
What?
I'm trying to tell you what we're talking about.
What the hell, you?
Yo, let me finish. Let me get it out. Yeah, bro. And I'm gonna say, I say, hold on a minute.
Eddie Hearn used them.
Yo, because the zone,
He using them.
the zone are crossing over now, and they're trying to get that market. I'm looking at. Don't mean these fans are gonna stick around, right? Because them YouTube guys are coming, right? And they have their own thing. Eddie Hearn's involved. He's gonna be in the middle of promoting the joint. He don't even need Eddie Hearn. These guys promote themselves. But to give it the official stamp of approval, Eddie Hearn's gonna be there in the mix of these guys because they're good. Remember, end of the day, this is funny, right? Because when I go to the media thing, they don't give so-called digital media no props. But all of a sudden, when they looked at the numbers that these guys have got millions of subscribers to their channels, they're like, yo, okay, we can't knock that. Because social media is the joint, you know what I mean? You can build your channel up from scratch, come in, stick your flag down, and next thing you know, you can become a billionaire because you can get money from YouTube. Now, this is going to be an event. Is this good for boxing? That's my question because I've been ranting. Yes or no? Is KSI, Logan Paul, right, going to be good for boxing in the long run? We're going to start, we're going to start with my man. We start with D-Block. Let's go with D-Block first and we go around the horn. D-Block.
Nah, man, I think it's a mockery of the sport. I think if any of these dudes jump in with the lowest tier of boxing, both of them get knocked out. But like he said, are we jumping out of our seats for this bum ass shit? Hell no, I don't think I'm gonna even watch this shit. But you know, if people dying that hard for, I'll go watch some hockey before I watch this motherfucking film.
Shit, right there. All right, Brooklyn Child, go ahead. Brooklyn Child Boxing.
Hey, my bad. I get myself on mute. I'll be honest with you, bro. Like, I don't know these dudes. I didn't watch the first fight. I don't know what they do on YouTube. I've never watched their channels. I think it's a bunch of bullshit. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not knocking they hustle. You know what I'm saying? If anything, my only thoughts is like, why are you utilizing Eddie Hearn? It's like, why are you cutting him a slice of the pie? You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all can do it both by yourself. You know what I'm saying? But as far as for me personally, I'm not. For one, I don't have the zone. I'm not getting the bullshit, and this type of farce is not gonna. I'm not gonna pay $20 to watch that farce. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I'm good. So
you gotta pay for the fight.
Yeah, you gonna pay for the zone.
Oh my goodness!
I pay for the loss. I pay for the loss on the YouTube. I pay my money. I pay me and my brother. Like, I got caught up in it. I pay my money, and I'm gonna get caught up in this one. But you know, remember, I like wrestling. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie. I was wrestling. I like watching MMA. I like watching shit like that. I like watching people getting their ass whipped. I'm probably one of the only boxing channel who cover women boxing. You know what I mean? I got women boxing. I do commentating, so I cover all the joints here. So I'm watching it. I'm talking about it now because they've actually crossed over. Both of them are getting a professional license. They're making their pro debut because their first fight was amateur. And it was a bloody affair, you know. It was actually a bloody affair. I was actually worried about the two of them getting hurt. Now, the fight's going to be in Los Angeles. They have stars, celebrities coming. You know what I'm trying to say? They're putting some Devin Haney on the card. They put another card. They got red card, red. Listen, they're going all out for these dudes, you know. Right. I'm serious. This is the real hard shit. Anyway, go ahead.
Yo, my bad. I just wanted to give my last take, and then I'm Ghost. Brooklyn, man, shout out, man. Yo, let me give it to you though. I know, don't call it no draw. What's wrong with you? You can't call it no draw. I tell everybody that. So, I got Crawford beating Spence right now. Now, I can see it going both ways. I can see Spence getting on the inside. Hold on, I can see. I'm out. I'm leaving. I can see Spence getting on the inside of Crawford. And I can also see Crawford outboxing Spence. So that's why I say, hey, it could end up being a draw. But I'm out this month, man. Shout out to EJ Boxing Live. Hit that like button on the way out. Subscribe, man. I'm Ghost.
Okay, nice one, D-Block, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, man, bless up.
Yeah, look, in the chat, my man 97, he paid $9.95 for the, you pay $9 for the zone. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, the zone, listen, they gonna increase that money. I know that. V-Marsh, go and talk on it. KSI Logan Paul.
Yeah, I saw the first fight. You know, I think I did a post-fight review of it. It was a draw. I had it a draw. I watched the fight, you know what I mean? But, you know, they gonna be put on the zone. They're being promoted by Eddie Hearn. I think they could do it all by their damn selves. They sold over 1 million pay-per-views with that YouTube 9.95 shit the last time.
The
What the
zone's
fuck
paying
they
them
need
though.
Eddie Hearn for again?
No, they don't need Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn's part of it, but the zone's paying them to be on their team. So they're getting paid
Nah,
millions.
yeah, but Eddie Hearn is promoting it. Eddie Hearn is the one who came up with the idea of them getting their boxing license and them fighting with no headgear.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean? Right. And the fact that these guys did 1 million pay-per-view buys on their own, these guys have millions of subscribers, probably damn near altogether combined, probably 30 to 40 million subscribers combined.
It was amateur,
you know what I'm saying?
It was amateur though, people. Now they're professionals.
Yeah, but they're being used also to help promote the matchroom fighters, because you just told me that they're the main event, and Billy Joe Saunders, etc., are gonna be on undercards. He's a world champion fighter.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It might bring exposure more to matchroom. Maybe they'll have more casuals come back and watch matchroom boxing on the zone. But at the end of the day, I also feel like the YouTubers have done enough legwork on their own where they can promote, you know what I'm saying? And whether it's amateur or professional, they could have done it on their own. So now they got to break off somebody else. They got to break off that bread. They got to break off somebody else's slice of the pie.
Hey, real quick, what do they do? Like I said, bro, like one thing, like in my personal life, bro, I don't follow a lot of this stuff. I'm just into boxing. Like in my personal life, bro, I just watch boxing content for the most part. I'm out of the loop with this celebrity shit. Like, what do they do? Like, what? Like,
I don't know. I don't watch their channels.
Gamers, man.
Like
you can go time with your gaming on YouTube, and you could talk shit with other people. They just stream their thing online, and like, you know what I mean. All the hottest games, they cover all the hottest games, and they go live. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying, and that's what it is. Like interaction, gaming online with the other guys. And the thing is, I was into that shit, right? But I never knew how to do it on YouTube. But you can stream your games on YouTube. You put your headset on. You talk to a couple of guys like FIFA, and you talk shit, review the games, big up the games. They should know YouTube. They should know they got sponsors. That listen, gaming on fucking YouTube is bringing in nut, bro. The money is crazy, bro. The money is crazy. I don't really watch it because, like, you know, like I'm not like, the way I see I'm grown, and like most of the people go gaming, they're kind of younger than me, much younger than me, right? So the demographic is younger. Like all the games. Call of Duty and all that. They do all that. They do all of them games, and they talk shit while they're playing it. You know what I'm saying? Act the fools or do what they whatever.
Even on Twitch.
Yeah, they do it. Twitch, all that stuff. They do all that, and they next, you know, they blew up from it. And then they're like, yo, they had enough of sitting. And then what they did with their videos, instead of like playing games, sometimes you see them go out and play football, and you know what I mean. They just kept them to the point they've got their own movie company, like in terms of filming. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. They everywhere. Like,
PewDiePie.
Yo, this guy Fox jumping in. Fox, you gotta let me. You know, you can have your turn, Fox. Don't jump in.
Sorry.
Trying to ruin my flow, bro. Like, yeah. So that's.
Oh man, sorry.
That's all right. They do other things than gaming. They do they have conversations about topics. And there's another guy called Geordie. So then what they did, there's a whole community, because I was watching them right on their on their YouTube, and I was like, who's these guys? And I was like. And I went in their channels, like some of these guys got 5 million, 2 million, 10 million. And I was like, yo, million. And I'm like I've done videos, with like 100,000, right? 100,000. I thought that was big. On their videos, right? On their videos, they have millions on their videos, on one of their videos, each video. No less than 1 or 2 million on each video they ever do. That is out. That is like, yo. That's nuts. That's nuts. So they big. They big out here. And Eddie Hearn having them over there, it's almost like having money straight away. He's almost getting money. You're right, B-Mark. They don't need them, but at the same time, they want I think them guys see themselves as being legit. If Eddie Hearn's with them, that's why they want to be with Eddie Hearn. They want to see themselves as legit. So if Eddie Hearn's promoting it, they want to feel like they're being legitimately promoted properly. I think Michael Buffer done the ring announcing as well, you know. Yeah, right. Michael Buffer done the ring announcing. Yeah. So they bring all that shit in. Fox, go ahead, Fox, talk on it.
Well, I think it's bad for boxing, yo, when you have two men on social media just getting all this attention, and they're the main event over actual boxing matches. Like that's just crazy. And all right, to the comment in the chat about the zone. All right, even with the zone, the same point with PBC I was making. Even though you get to pay that amount of money, if if you have an event of the zone fights that is full of crap fights, then that's nothing really to cheer for. But yeah, KSI versus Logan Paul. I mean, I didn't even watch the first fight. KSI I'm familiar with because I've seen like one or two videos of his. Paul Logan I've only heard about, but never really mind the first fight. Don't think I'm going to mind this one either.
I'm gonna be on it, man. You got Billy Joe Saunders on the card. You know what I mean? Devin Haney's gonna be on the card. You know what I mean? They've already got their names down there. Devin Haney might be fighting for a world title. He's fighting this Friday. Is it this Friday or next Friday? And then I think after that he's gonna be number one contender for Lomo's belt. So Devin Haney's quickly brought himself up the rankings. I don't know if Lomo's gonna give up a belt. If he wants to keep the belt, Devin Haney, Lomachenko, whatever. But I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'm interested to see how they can. So one of them dudes, I tell you what, man, they better hope none of these dudes get hurt, man. Because when I watched them with the headgear, Logan Paul got smashed up, bro. He got smashed up pretty badly by KSI. KSI put some hands on his ass, bro. He got some hands in him. Now, in the fight in Los Angeles this time, and last time it was in England, right? I don't think KSI gonna win this time. I think that Logan Paul, because the fight's in America, listen, I think they're gonna go all out with Logan Paul, give him better training. He's gonna be better. I think Logan Paul probably gonna win the fight in this fight because he's conditioning and he wasn't used to that stuff. But I think being in there with thing, I think he can get better. I think KSI still feels, and KSI said he's not changing anything. He's keeping things the same. So I don't know. I expect Logan Paul might pull this one off. But like you said, is it good or bad for boxing? It's the same thing like McGregor and Floyd. You know what I mean? After they finish it, everyone's just gonna go back to what it is. Like back in the day, Ali went against the Japanese wrestler. He went against Inoki in Japan. You know what I mean? But no one really talks about it because it was like, you know what I mean? I mean, I watched on YouTube. It was uncomfortable, man. That guy was trying to kick. That guy was kicking the shit out of Ali's legs, man. I was like, yo. Ali was like, yo, what am I put myself? Well, what did Ali think? The guy was going to stand up with him. You know what I mean? That it was crazy. Doing these mix, but you boxing, fighting is in itself is an entertainment. And it's full of mixed stuff. I mean, if you're looking like, well, we're just used to boxing, that's why UFC has come about because people want to see other things than the market. Because listen to this, the reason why is because boxing, people don't want to fight each other. You see what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying. Like we're talking about Errol Spence and Crawford and these network shit. People are like, all right, you want to do that? Guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna watch KSI and Logan Paul because they're gonna give us what we want. And you know what? We're gonna do? We're gonna watch UFC. We're gonna watch Conor McGregor, Ronda Rousey, and we're gonna build up other people because you don't want to do what we want to do. So that's what happens in boxing. So boxing needs to pull his thumb out his ass, yeah. You know what I mean? Not literally, but or do something and give the fights what people want to say, and then it'll keep the audience going. If they continue to keep doing what they don't want to do, like AJ saying he don't want to fight Wilder, he don't want to fight Fury, bro. You're just taking away another generation. Being selfish and not giving it because you know what I mean. That's what people are doing. They're causing us to go somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? So, it's and this is why this KSI and Paul Logan's there. But Eddie, credit to Eddie, he's trying to say, well, listen, if they're going to do that shit, I want a piece of that money. I want a piece of it. I want to put some of my fighters on the card and try and get some of my fighters that attention. Billy Joe Saunders and Devin Haney. You know what I mean? I don't think it's going to help them. I don't think that none of the audience is going to help them any because, I can't see them gamers. Oh, I need to go watch Devin Haney. I need to go watch Billy Joe Saunders. You know what I mean? I just don't see it. You know what I mean? If they had like someone like Fury or Wilder on the card, yo, bro, that's you know what I'm saying? They got big personalities, right? But yeah, so yeah, I thought I'd cover that, man. So anything else topics you guys want to cover before we break out?
Well, SSB and another guy in the chat were talking about Williams and her not happening anymore. Rematch.
Yeah.
He got canceled from what I heard.
Yeah, J-Rock, because Hurd's gonna get his ass whooped again, probably.
Jared Hurd pulled out the fight.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, yo, B
I'm
Marsh,
very
man.
disappointed.
Hey, yo, B Marsh, bro. What's good with your man Hurd, man? You know what I'm saying?
Hurd, man, I don't know if Hurd is.
He's looking weak out here in these streets, man.
Yeah, it's not a good look.
It's not a good look, man. It's not a good look.
Not at all. Maybe he ain't comfortable with his new trainer, man. You know what I mean? Going into this rematch. You know, maybe he's looking at an opportunity to fight Jamal Charlo because he's fighting a bunch of nobodies defending that WBC middleweight title. I don't know. But I know Jared Hurd fucked up one of the best, most anticipated fights of the year. You know what I mean? And I was quite disappointed, you know. Maybe he doesn't want to do VADA that Jared Hurd, that J-Rock is pressing him to do. I don't know. We haven't heard from the man Jared Hurd. But right now, man, he's looking suspect out here.
Yeah, man.
I call it like it is.
That's how you're 100%. You know why that is though? Because the ass whooping was pure, and I called it from time. I liked him, but he was taking too many shots to the dome, bro. He took shots to the dome, and you know you ain't Superman, and he's big and strong on the weight, but bro, he was taking too many hits. Even in the Lara fight, bro, Lara was putting hands on him, bro. I was like, yo. You know what I mean? And J-Rock was just explosive and busy. And maybe, yo, man, listen, he's young, you know.
J-Rock was on the inside, and then he was catching him with rights over the top and left hooks.
Yeah. Oh, Brooklyn, you on camera? Is that what you're doing, Brooklyn, now? That's what we're doing now, Brooklyn. Brooklyn rolling Brooklyn's on camera now. Yeah, but what I'm saying is that I just feel like saying, you know what I mean? I feel like saying he got hit too many times in the head. He's a young guy now. Maybe he's getting headaches because, you know what I mean? You listen, bro. You can't be getting hit like that on the head too much. That's too much. Brooklyn, you want to say something? You on camera. You want to say something, Brooklyn?
Oh no, man. I was just saying, like, Hurd, like, I actually did a video on that situation, man. Like I said, man, Hurd looking that looks terrible, man. You know what I'm saying? Because for one, you got rid of your old trainer. You know what I'm saying? You got rid of your trainer. You know what I mean? You get with a new trainer. Like I was looking forward to seeing what kind of adjustments that Hurd would do in the next fight. This is what I was kind of like looking forward to seeing. You know, I was looking forward to seeing like if he was able to make any changes. You know what I mean? Add some different elements to his game because for me personally, I think highly of Jared Hurd. Was that?
No, Fox is still there. Go ahead.
No. I was saying like I think highly of Jared Hurd. I like his ability. You know what I'm saying? Like I can see that he could. I still feel like he has more potential in him. I don't think he's reached his full potential yet, especially from a defensive standpoint. Like I think he could get there from a defensive standpoint. He just needs to work on it. You know what I'm saying? But I was just hoping. I was looking forward to seeing what he was gonna do in the rematch. But then he pulls out, man. You know, because we would have had potentially because we know there's a lot of fake news in this boxing shit. You feel me? But we would have had potentially what's his name? Yeah, we would have had Hurd and J-Rock and then Charlo and Harrison in the same card. Bro, that's
yeah, man.
On Fox.
On Fox.
Bro,
on free TV, that would have been amazing.
If they put that shit on pay-per-view, I would pay for it.
That's a hell of a card.
You know what I'm saying? I would pay for that if it was on pay-per-view.
That's a hell of a card.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then he backs out, bro. You know what I mean? That's not a good look, man. I was disappointed in Hurd, man. I'm not even gonna front.
I saw it coming though. And they goes in the chat. They said Laura's last fight was terrible. I disagree, man. That was a good ass whooping. I don't know why you guys the Laura's last fight was terrible. I enjoyed the ass whooping because that guy beat Vivian Harris. And Vivian Harris is my guy for a minute, yeah. And like, yo, he beat Canelo's brother, man. I don't know why you bombing on Laura. Like Laura's still holding it down in that division. You know what I mean? You know,
Lara might get the opportunity to fight J-Rock.
Yeah.
Maybe on that in a replacement of Hurd.
I got Lara in that fight though. Go ahead.
Matter of fact, Lara should take that fight. Lara ain't go no rounds with Alvarez.
Yeah, I got
He should take that fight in December.
Lara, I don't like Lara too much, but I think he's still good for J-Rock. Go ahead, Brooklyn Child.
Nah, I was just gonna say, like, I'm not gonna front. Cause I kind of like how Laura been fighting these last few fights because I feel like he's been a lot more aggressive.
Yeah, that's right.
He's been a lot more aggressive. He's not on
that's true.
some boxer. He's not on some boxing move around the ring shit. Cause like, yo, real talk, that fight with Carlos Castano with Brian Castano, that was a good ass fight.
Hell yeah, and I had that a draw.
You know, and
I had that a draw.
And don't forget, Laura and Hurd.
Laura's fighting.
Yeah.
My man said, look, my man said Laura's fighting tomato cans. Yo,
nah, man. He ain't fighting no tomato cans, bro. Brian Castano's not no tomato can. That's not no tomato can.
Nope.
Like, if they was to make Laura versus J-Rock, I would, that's a good ass fight right there, man.
Yeah.
Good ass fight, man. I'll pay for that, bro. I'll put like this. One last thing, I'm gonna go on mute. If they say, yo, instead of J-Rock versus Hurd, we're gonna do J-Rock versus Laura on top of Harrison and Charlo, sign me up. I'm on mute.
I'm with it too.
Like, although I didn't like the fight, I also have to remember, I think Laura came off 2 tough fights before Alvarez. Wasn't it Hurd followed by Castano?
Yeah. And not to mention, Lara hadn't won a fight since 2017.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Mike? Who's this? Mike? Who's this? Hello? Mike? Who that?
50 quid is it? Still got me fucking 50 quid, bro.
I can't hear you, bro. You sound far away from the mic. Say that again.
Is it for?
We can't. I don't know who that was, bro. Some guy just jumped in. I don't know who that is, man. You know, I put a
Sounds English.
Yeah. He had problems. He had some network problems. But yeah, man. Hey, Laura, if Laura could look, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. Laura made me fall asleep, bro. He used to talk reckless out here. You know what I mean? These guys, hey, my man, 978 and 28, here's his B28. They ain't giving him no props, bro. They ain't giving him not Robski. Is that Robski? Robski 1978. They ain't giving it. I'm definitely with it. They ain't giving him no props to Laura, but that's cool. That's cool.
They don't have to.
Robski,
they're just people on the internet. Just like Anthony Yard said, you know, people talk crazy about all kind of fighters. Like Anthony Yard said, people talk crazy about Mayweather. Say he's not good, you know. But at the end of the day, like who said it? Somebody said it. Lara has been in exciting fights his last couple fights.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Go ahead.
He fought Hurd, and I picked Hurd to beat him. A lot of people picked Lara. I'm a big fan of Lara, but Lara hadn't been fighting good opposition up until he fought Hurd, and that's why I knew he'd get that. You know what I mean?
Hey,
the Castano fight was a good fight for a guy who was 15-0, younger dude. And
Lara needs to move up to middleweight, bro, and start. Lara should move up to middleweight. I know he ain't that big, but bro, the middleweight division, the middleweights ain't that big either. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think there's opportunities to fight guys like Jamal Charlo.
Yeah, man.
Those are fights to be made on the PBC.
There's more money to be made in the middleweight division than the 150. It's just the way it is. Lightweight, middleweight, heavyweight. There's always money to be made. Brooklyn Charles, you want to say something? Go ahead.
Hey, can I say something real quick? You know, don't sleep on that man, Erickson Lubin too. 154 is cracking to me, man. I love that division.
Definitely been cracking, yeah.
I think honestly, man, that's probably like my favorite division in boxing right now.
154?
Yeah, man. From a top
depth,
and they're fighting each other. Everybody's fighting each other.
Hey, yeah. Who's fighting down there? Who's fighting?
Charlo, Harrison, Hurd, Lubin, J-Rock.
Yeah,
they all fighting each other, bro. And don't forget, we had Lubin versus Charlo, man. That division's cracking, bro.
I don't know, man.
What's the best
division? I remember.
Man, I'll rate that division.
Because I remember a card.
I'll rate that division.
You crazy,
Because
bro.
I remember,
I don't rate because
because I remember a card that they put on.
Hey, Fox, say what you saying.
I'd say, because I remember a card they put on for that division, a PBC card where you had, I think it was Charlo versus Williams, Charlo versus Lubin, and then you had
Yeah.
Goucher versus Laura. It was a strong 154 card.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but there's no undisputed. Who's got the belts now? How many belts J-Rock got?
Well,
That's true.
J-Rock has 2, and Harrison has 1. The winners should fight each other.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. That they ain't trying to do that. They ain't doing
No,
that.
they're not. It's not that they're not trying to do that. People have lost.
Yeah.
Jared Hurd lost and Charlo lost.
Well,
That fucked that shit up for the 3 belts.
Hey, can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
On that undisputed shit. No, go ahead, Fox. My bad. Go ahead, Fox. Go ahead, Fox.
Oh no, I was just gonna say that even when all the guys had the belts, you had a case where guys that fought from the same gym had the belts. I thought that was a big problem, a roadblock to getting undisputed here, because all these guys are in the gym. You had guys like Ronnie Shields, who was a trainer for all of them, saying, hey, there's enough belts to go around. So I think that played a part in why we never really got a lot of unifications back then.
Yeah, but like that's why I ain't really mess with them.
Yeah, but Hurd.
Go ahead, Brooklyn.
Go ahead.
No, I'm gonna say this, man, because I know for a fact. I mean, I know a lot of us are really on this undisputed campaign. Me personally, I don't care about that undisputed shit, bro, because the WBO is not trying to play ball with PBC. So why are we why are we putting so much stock on undisputed? Me personally, I don't care about that shit. Like, I put it like this: Terrence Crawford is an undisputed, right? But he doesn't have to be undisputed for me. He don't have to be undisputed for me to acknowledge him as one of the best fighters in boxing. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because the WBO is not trying to play ball with PBC. You know what I'm saying? The PBC fighters are not ranked in WBO ranking system. Look at Fight News rankings. Look at the ranking system. They're not trying to play ball with PBC. They don't do business with each other. You know what I'm saying? So PBC.
But I did see a guy this last weekend, a heavyweight who fought on the undercard. That was a WBO sanctioned fight. I forgot the names of the guys. It was a Cuban heavyweight versus a Puerto Rican heavyweight. That was a WBO sanctioned fight on PBC. And my point is, that's just for the people who try to say that it's PBC boycotting the WBO. It's more the other way around. WBO trying not rank PBC fighters.
Yeah, man, that WBO shit is whack, bro. I hate that WBO shit, bro.
I don't really care about that stuff.
Frank Warren and top rank belt and shit.
I don't really care about that stuff, though. I don't. I'm just saying, I just want, like, and the thing, I recognize.
To be honest, I'm not really huge on belts.
Can I say what I'm saying?
I like to look at who's fighting who.
Fox, let me say what I'm saying.
You guys hearing me? Because there's something coming up about connection trouble.
Yeah, I can hear you clearly, loud and clear, Fox.
Can you still hear me?
Yes, bro. Nice and clearly. Yeah. All right, so what I'm saying is this, right? End of the day, as long as Fox having technical problems. Yes, Fox. You can hear you, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like, right? Anyway, right? What I'm saying is this: as long as they like, you recognize Crawford. I recognize Crawford. I recognize Errol Spence, and I know obviously at some point, but that's what I'm saying. At 150, I don't recognize them like that. I still feel they got heavy lifting. Like what's his name again? Hurd was doing it, bro. Hurd was doing that. He was doing that joint. But as he stepped up, you know what I'm saying? I ain't see that Hurd thing. J-Rock got beat by the Charlo. You know what I'm saying? And then the Harrison beat one of the Charlo, and then Hurd lost against bloody J-Rock, who lost against.
That's what makes that exciting.
No, but it's like I understand that. But what I'm looking at, right, is a consensus number one. That's what I'm talking about. So how we get into the consensus number one, and then I could say, okay, he's the guy. But that's what I'm saying. They all trying to break up.
Well, Jared Hurd was, and that was no question about it. He was the best.
Ain't no one calling about.
Till he lost.
Ain't no what. See Jaime, bro. Someone needs to go down there and give. I know I'm not talking about PVC or whatever. Give Jaime that work, bro. Jaime rolling up. You know what I'm saying? Like Jaime's in there. They're trying to say he's the next Mexican.
Jaime's not that good.
I want to see the fight with Jaime. I know they fight each other. Why? Jaime needs to. I want to see Jaime roll up in that joint. See that's what I want to see. Like I want to see some of that. You know what I mean? And then I'll say yeah, because Jaime big, tall, whatever. And then look, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Look, back in the days, that 154 wasn't even there. Them guys would have been middleweights, bro. So why are these dudes? They're all talented. Lara talking shit. He want to fight Triple G.
Back like when, like the 50s, because junior middleweight division been around since the 60s.
They middleweights, bro. They middleweights, bro.
Mel Griffin was a champion at 154.
Yeah, I know what you said, but they middleweights, dog. They should just go middleweight, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't there much in it. They should just go middleweight. What I'm saying is that's the division. It's more. That's where it's at, bro. The middleweights, bro.
Yeah, I feel you. 154 is a transition division. Yeah. It's a transition.
Thank you.
To go to 160.
That's why. That's another thing. That's another reason, right? Where I kind of look kind of. It's like super feather, and there's feather. You know what I mean? I kind of like them in between. It's just like cruiser and heavy. You know what I mean? I kind of like okay, you popping. Right, because like even Winky Ray, he realized he became honest, he couldn't stay in that division. He's like, I can't stay here. There ain't enough money. There's more money in the middleweight division. I gotta go roll up, bro. I gotta roll up, and that was the truth, man. There's more.
Maybe that's what Jared Hurd's doing.
He saying
that's one of the options.
Is he moving up?
I did a video about it. Maybe because Charlo's fighting nobodies. Jamal Charlo.
Yeah.
He's fighting Dennis Hogan, the guy that Jaime Munguia arguably lost to.
Mm-hmm.
A nobody, 154 dude I'd never heard of. So that's what Charlo fight. Maybe Jared Hurd. Yeah, maybe Jared Hurd is trying to get that opportunity to go fight him at 160. I like that fight.
So I'm talking about, man. I'm talking about like dudes. If Jaime moving up to middleweight, no, not Jaime. Sorry, Hurd moving up to. That's what I like to hear, bro. I like the middleweights, bro. I really like. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just that's the way it is, man. I like middleweights. I mean, I like the lightweight. I like transitional weight classes.
Doing soon too.
Yeah, I do. I really do like the transitional welterweight. I like the transitional weight classes because historically they have some of the greatest fights. Like 154, they have some really good fights, though. There's some really good fights, and it was good. Like Conor Whitaker, Mayweather. Austin De La Hoya, always struggled at middleweight, right? But I like some of them guys, they moved up to them divisions, right? But really and truly, the middleweights, like I'm saying, that's what's up. Middleweights, heavyweights, you know what I mean? So we see at 154, and you guys are getting some good fights. I understand.
What about Terry Norris? Terry Norris was always a junior middleweight. 154.
At 154, in middleweight though, but he couldn't roll with the middleweights, and he was too big for the welters. Because really, if he would have been a welterweight, bro, I reckon he would have been a badass at welter, but he couldn't make welter. He was
he was an in-betweener.
Hey, you see what I'm saying? If he was a welter, bound him to come on, bro. Norris would have been mad with it, bro, but he just couldn't make the weight. You know what I mean? And a lot of these guys benefit from the in-between weights, but really and truly, it's about, the higher weights, the more money. To be fair, it's funny though, right?
Yeah.
The heavyweight division ain't got no money. They ain't got no money, right? The cruiserweights ain't got no money, but the heavyweight division got money. You see, but the middleweights have money. I know there's money in the middleweight division.
Middleweight's a glamour division.
Okay, yeah, you go. See, they be Marsh knows, and the lightweights, they got money in it. Featherweight, Nassim Hamid helped put Kevin Kelly. They helped put money into that division now, and Pacquiao, Marquez, Barrera, Morales. You know what I'm saying? Marquez, they helped put money into that division. So, hey, all I'm saying is this: boxing is at a good stage. Just guys keep fighting each other. This year's been a lot of upsets this year, though, isn't it? So far, there's been quite a lot, isn't it? Yeah,
it's been a lot. Yeah. I'm Harrison, Charlo, Bird Williams, Joshua Ruiz.
Yeah. Fury, and Wilder. That was an upset because that's a draw. And no one think that was gonna be a draw. They thought that was gonna be. I thought Wilder would go in there and beat that fat boy up, boy.
see him way. If you say, well, it'll go make him sleep.
Yeah, I thought Wilder was gonna sleep him out, man. Cause Wilder, I thought, why are you playing around? Yeah, all what that do is aim for the
Why
belly.
they ain't go to the body, man? They ain't going to that.
Oh, what about Anthony Yard, my man Anthony Yard, yeah, against Kohler. All he had to do is start from the body from the start. He should have committed.
Yeah. Should have been going since round one.
Yeah. Tunde be getting some slack on. People giving it to Tunde bad on that one. He in the corner saying lions in the cap. That's what people be trying to clown my man Tunde. You know what I'm saying?
Tunde Ajayi is a joke trainer, man.
Oh man,
this guy's not qualified to be a professional trainer, man.
You see my interview with him? You see my interview with Tunde?
I didn't see the interview. I'll check it out, but that guy's a joke trainer, man. I'll be honest with you.
If you see the interview, you might change your mind. B-Marsh, you see my interview with Tunde?
Nah, I gotta hear it. When'd you do it? Today?
No, man. Come on, man. You guys are. I did it last week, bro. I did it last week. I had an hour and a half with him after the fight. Like, you know what I'm saying? We went in the corner, bro. Like, listen, bro. I covered all the topics. So you guys, all the points that most of the guys, you know what I'm saying, he covered, and where his mindset is and where he is, and you know what I'm saying. We went into it, bro. Like, cause he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, he been blocking a lot of people. He got a lot of criticism. People call him a fraud and all the names and stuff like that. So, you know, we covered everything. But hey, look, if you think look, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. For a fighter who never did that much, he got his guy a big, massive payday. You know what I'm saying? And he showed up. He showed up and he got Korev out there. But, you know, he just a lack of experience. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, they do spar. I'm just letting you know because I have seen him. Just let you know. So that rumor going on wasn't Tunde just milked it, you know what I'm saying? He just milked that shit. But anyway, any other news? I guess not.
That's it for now, man. I'm probably about to call it a night, dog.
Yeah, I think so as well, man. Yo, I appreciate all you guys on there. B Marsh Boxing. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. So you got B Marsh out here. You got Fox Strikes. Hey, Fox still got his channel. Fox is back. Fox Strikes, man. Make sure you subscribe to him. And my man Brooklyn Child Boxing. Yo, one of the big channels up in here, up on comment. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. Yo, he calls it straight down the line. And we gonna collab again. And also shout out to the guys who came in on Rival Boxing Talk. Make sure you sub to him. Dynaman Boxing. Shout out to him. And also Mr. Boxing Today too. Subscribe to his channel for all the heavyweight news in boxing. Yeah, so that's what it is, man. Did I miss anyone out? Have I missed anyone out? Who else came on there? I think that's everyone actually. Yeah, that's everyone, man. Yo, so we're gonna do this again in a couple of days, and yeah, man. Make sure you guys subscribe. I'm EJ Boxing Live. Thanks to the panel. You guys want to say anything? Or anything to the people before you go?
Thanks for having me on. It's good to finally. I ain't been on a live stream in a minute. You know, I've been busy. I ain't even been listening to YouTube videos, hard body, but I'm happy to see that this joint's easy to get on. So I'm gonna get on next time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Make sure you use it, B Mark. So the thing is easy to get on, like, and you can just use the format. You know, make sure when you put your icon in, you got your picture and stuff like that. But yeah, thanks, B Mark. Yeah. Appreciate it. Brooklyn Child Boxing. You want to say something? Last words?
Yeah, man. I say, no. I mean, I just want to say, man, it was a pleasure to be on the panel. Like I said, man, like I've been listening because like I'm relatively new as far as like uploading content and shit. But I've been listening. I've always listened on when y'all had those 4 or 5 hour streams in the past, man. Like with you, B Marsh. You know, I'm not gonna name. I'm not gonna name everybody or whatever, but. Like I've always listened to y'all stuff, so it was an honor to be in a panel with y'all, man. Real talk, and salute to my guy, Fox Strike, man. You know what I mean? He don't do no more boxing. He don't do no more boxing talk, man. But I enjoy listening to his viewpoints as well, man. It's a real dude, man. That's a good dude right there, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks.
Fox,
yeah, man. Bless up.
Fox, last words, Fox. You want to say last words, Fox?
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, like Brooklyn Child did say, I don't really do boxing content again because I kind of get fed up in terms of the whole network here, so politics here, so somebody just say, all right, I go just watch a boxing video and comment, but I'm tired of really talk about boxing, you know, because it too, why word for it? It too disorganized in a way. But other than that, always a pleasure to talk to everybody. Sometimes the interaction them can be strong, but at the end of the day, I have love for everybody. I still rate the boxing community because as much as me say me not like it, me always I come back to it anyway. And because me can't count the amount of time I delete channel and say, yo, me now come back and this or something there, you know. Only if you come back for a couple months after, but still, like, me always love interaction. Me love deal with different channel. Me not like listen to channel what only agree with me. Like listen to everybody.
100%, man. On that note, man, I'm EJ Boxing Live. Thanks for the panel. Thanks to you guys in the chat. Make sure you subscribe to these channels here, and we'll catch you on another one. Peace.